guys were talking to a homeboy, and he basically showed you where the manufactory is at.
Yeah, it's gonna
What
be
would you
just
guys
safe place
like
to the west.
do? To the south, but you know.
Well, west sounded like it was more safe according to that one
We
guy I
have to
talked to.
go to the manufactory.
We don't have to go anywhere. We go where we want to go.
I want to kill every Osiren cult member.
Do we have a quest to follow? Are we going to be paid for our efforts?
As far as I remember, the guild captain is kind of fucking entranced still.
Fucking, if you will.
Yes.
We talked to the random old dude who told us about the Osiren cults. I talked to him and I told him I would make sure I give him mentions in the book for any discoveries that are made. We're gonna get paid in knowledge.
So
or I'm
Jake,
going to get paid for the book that I'm making. You guys, it's on you.
she said because she was still entranced that if you guys find technology she can get a buyer for it. That was it. Because someone fucking decided to use a divine sword to entrance literally everyone in the fucking city center.
He's talking about me, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah? Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's about it.
So now we have to agree upon where we're gonna go.
I don't need to agree upon anything. I'm just tagging along, and you guys are like bodyguards of convenience.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna rest up before we go anywhere, right?
So who wants to be short round?
Short round.
I don't know what that means.
Does nobody know who short round is? How do you not know short round? Come on.
Is that from Indiana Jones?
Yes.
Is that okie dokie, Dr. Jones, hang on to your potatoes? That guy?
Yes.
Yeah. That's short
That's
round.
his Asian sidekick?
Yep.
Yes, that's
Okay,
short
I know
round.
who it is then. I haven't watched Indiana Jones in so fucking long.
Okay, let's go sleep.
Okay,
It's only been like 4 hours total.
Yes. So you guys want to actually rest?
Yes, please.
Can we actually rest with
Okay.
this magic sword being around?
It's in the scabbard, so technically yes. And on
Okay, for now.
I can't remember correctly, but I don't believe my character sleeps like a normal person.
Also this person, right?
you would basically just meditate. And Bingus, you're still outside. So you
Inside?
Is he still helicoptering?
No.
no, he slowed down. He got tripped by the bodies though.
I'm gonna go back in. How do I? Alright.
Just so everyone knows, there were no war crimes committed in this village.
There you go. I'm inside now.
Okay. So you guys want to go ahead and do that and rest for a day.
Yes, please.
Hopefully nothing dangerous happens at night with the escapees, but that's
Okay.
somebody else's business.
What is that?
While you are
What is that?
sleeping,
Well,
What
I'm
the
only
fuck is
one-
this?
I'm the only one who has stated I need a full 8 hours of rest. The others can do whatever the fuck they want.
There's a weird purple man.
what the fuck is this?
Suspicious.
What is that?
Where'd it go?
Purple-headed yogurt slinger.
Where'd it
What
go?
was that?
I don't know.
I'm trying to edit. I made my character icon transparent, and I'm trying to edit it, but it made another one. I deleted it.
Oh,
You? That was you, Audrey?
That it was me. It was me.
Okay.
It was an extra one that I'm like I said. You guys can do whatever you want. I need to rest for 8 hours.
I would also
So you
like
guys
to
wanna go see
rest.
what's happening
We
outside?
may as well rest.
Let's all slumber together.
Bad idea, but all right.
Just give me a moment. I'm going through the insane amount of fucking bodies.
Zombies! I mean,
There's a lot of casualties in that holy war. The first
Yes, there
Shaman
were.
Crusade.
I just want to wait for the one to disagree and have his own followers, and then they're coming after you for the entire game.
You do know that that Ashava is already an established religion.
Yeah.
So
He's going against the shop. Wait, he's the one who's branching off.
yes,
He's gonna kill you. He's gonna get killed like Ashava Jesus. See, Ashava's like the
Reforming
Jews.
the
Now he
Ashavan
just starts
church.
Christianity.
The
Yeah, you
Ashavan
just started
Pharisees are
Christianity
coming after me.
Yep, you're gonna get stabbed, and you're gonna come out of the cave.
okay. All of you go to rest, and you hear throughout the night a lot of like grunting, bodies being thrown into a pile,
I'm
and
safe.
fucking music just doesn't stop all night. And then you hear more in the distance screaming and people being killed. So pretty much, exactly.
It's like the exact opposite of Ashava,
Well,
but
not
for
the
Ashava.
not the exact opposite, but
Just an extreme version.
there's so many fucking bodies.
I'm surprised you guys aren't trying to go loot all the bodies.
Okay, so it's the next morning. The captain is slumped over this fucking table with the chest on it. It's open.
Is the ice cream
The
still
chest
there?
is open and there's nothing in there anymore. It looks like it got burned. No, there's no more ice cream. It all got burned.
Oh,
And this bounty hunter is also, this guy is also asleep, but he kind of wakes up, comes out of his room. Well, I'm assuming you guys are waking up, and says,
where's our friendly knife hand rogue when we need her to be able to steal from them? Loot their pockets with your knives.
to steal the children. Yes. And he looks to whoever's in the hallway upstairs and says, "Fucking hell, couldn't sleep at all last night." And then he comes downstairs and walks over to this bench and plops his fucking head down. So I'm assuming everyone comes down after sleeping or meditating, resting, whatever.
Yep.
You hear outside a fire going, and you hear music being played, and people, the sound of people like dancing outside.
The sound of music, baby.
It's not even the sword. That's what's scary.
And
I'd like to start by waking up the captain, Pathfinder Society captain.
she wakes up and goes, "Oh, my head. What do you want?"
I'm gonna ask her what she found out about the box.
It's just blood golem and fucking ancient Osiren cults. Give me a little bit. I need to wake up.
Alrighty then.
You fucked around with divine weapons, just like. Never mind.
But it was fun.
And puts her head right back down.
Okay.
Alright, well, judging by the condition of the box, I'd imagine the blood golem's not a threat.
No, it's gotten burned and scoured out.
Alright, cool. Well,
So-
I guess it's time to go see the carnage.
Okay, Cripple, hold on. Stepping outside, you see what looks like a massive rave, and in the middle, right next to the well, they are burning fuck tons of bodies.
Interesting. Well, I should
Being
check
the
on the red.
lawful good character, I'm gonna have to speak up and be like, "This is not right. We should not be doing this." Where are the
You're not
guards?
there. You're not outside.
Okay.
You're not outside.
Okay, I'm not outside yet, but being a lawful good character, that would be. If anybody's good, like you really gotta think about
It's just
seeing
Drink
that.
Knock and Cripple walked outside.
Yeah. Do you think both of us are lawful good?
I think you might be good.
Actually, I don't know. Hold on.
I'm true neutral.
I'm on to sneak.
No, Dricknock's neutral evil. So, you know.
Never mind.
I'm going to check on the Apostle Bread.
Might be good.
Okay, as you're walking along, people are kind of like looking at you in particular, Cripple, and this guy is turning around looking at Dricknock.
I'm here for the party.
Why aren't you dancing?
I would start dancing.
Oh,
immediately.
not this again.
Performance.
You're gonna get murdered because you can't
Bro.
dance.
It's the fucking that one.
Really?
God damn
Again?
God fucking damn it! You attempt to dance, and while you jump forward trying to do some moves, you run into this guy and push him into the fire.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh,
no.
Hold on. Okay, now he's in the fire, and you're right there.
Oh no! I'm so sorry. I'm going to
He
now.
insults the god.
I'm going to say, oh well, I better keep trying to dance.
Look, I'm fire dancing.
This guy down here,
Join me
This
to the
guy down
dance of
here?
My people, the fire dance.
this guy down here, this guy up here are kind of like cheering on the guy in the fire. because he's dancing his ass off right now,
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
get out. You're in the way.
I sure am. I'm still trying to dance.
He's like, "Oh, all right, this is awesome. Fucking move."
Stay playing.
Hold on, let me pull up his shit.
He's gonna have to roll diplomacy to say please.
No, he's going to attempt to athletics through you. Go ahead and reflex.
Bro,
Okay.
are you kidding me? I
Okay,
followed
he dances, grabs you, and uses you to get out of the fire. That he's a little bit singed. However, him grabbing you throws you deep into the fire.
Oh,
You are now on fire. I was gonna say take 2 damage because you're in the middle of a fucking fire, but take 1 damage.
Alright. I'm going to play it off as if it doesn't hurt as best I can.
Deception
Why don't you get out?
or fortitude?
I'll step out in a
Okay,
second.
are you gonna just get out?
Yeah, I'm gonna step on out.
To be
Okay.
fair, to be fair,
Wouldn't it be
he is a
fortitude?
lizard. To be fair,
What?
he is a lizard, so he's cold-blooded. It doesn't hurt him as much.
Yeah, that's why it only took 1 damage.
Yeah.
So
Just
anyway, what do you want me to roll to step out of the fire?
Go ahead and fortitude.
Right.
Fortitude before
Okay,
you
so
step.
he's a lizard and the other guy's
Yeah,
the
you're good.
amphibian. Got it.
Okay.
You're good.
Alright. Oh, well, that was a nice dance.
An amphibian's
These two
gonna
guys
dry out
like
fire.
clap as you get out of the fire. They're like, this guy turns around and goes, "Holy shit, you really know how to dance. You really praise our goddess."
I do my best. Dancing is an art.
That it is. It's the best art. And then he gets out of your way.
Just step on past.
Okay,
I
Triple,
just-
you.
I just watched that dumbfounded because I'm watching from the door.
Real quick, Cripple. You walk up to Bread as he is converting someone.
How is he converting them?
He has a stick in his hand, and he's saying dance, dance, and he's smacking the guy's legs.
I'm going to inform Bread that that's not how you convert people.
and then he stops. He stops and goes, "What do you mean?" As the other guy stops and goes, "What do you mean? I feel the goddess's love upon my legs."
I think what you feel is pain.
Oh no, sir. I felt pain as a slave. This is nothing. This is joy. And then he goes dancing out with his legs a little bit bloody. And Fred goes, "See, I've been doing what you asked. I've converted most of this town."
You're losing control.
Listen, this isn't. These people are bearing false witness. They only feel good because they're not slaves anymore.
How? They all dance as they are required. Well, not everyone who has converted was a slave. In fact, a lot of them are not.
The requirement is not just to dance.
Well,
there's a lot more to a Shava than that. I mean, not a lot more. It's pretty basic, but
from what you told me, I mean, I don't know where any will-o-wisps are. Do you want us to go on crusade to find them?
Oh, please say yes.
You could.
Ah.
Hold on, I'm not done.
We do a little trolling. It's called we do a little trolling.
What you could do is, after these people are converted, take a select few, preferably those of a more fighting type, and send them to scout out where some will-o-wisps might be. And then, upon my return, we can talk about the idea of a crusade. Until then, it's much more important that everybody you convert fully understands Ashava and isn't just dancing around with bleeding legs around a fire of fire made up of corpses.
Steve, can I make a comment?
It smells horrendous, probably.
Metagame, you can.
No, it's a GM code. That sounds to me like a lot like Religion and Warfare lore.
Sorry, what was that? I cut out fucking hard.
I said that to me sounds a lot like Religion and Warfare lore.
He's suggesting that Triple, since he does not have that background, he's
it does?
for it.
You'll keep saying I don't have that background. I literally got all of the lore
This would
from
be an
the
intelligence
sword.
roll, but
Well, so in character, we don't know you have that background.
But you're not speaking in character.
also,
No.
Ashava isn't a hold on. Ashava is not a warlike deity, so you wouldn't actually get any insight in that sense. So this is just a religion thing. So I would say you're trying to convince him to not go on a stupid, bad fucking crusade. And I don't.
So you got to do a Bix roll, is what it's sounding like. You got to see if the guy's an idiot.
Well, okay, hold on. I'm just gonna. I'll roll religion for it, but I'm going to try and inform him of what people who worship Ashava should be doing. Like the.
Do you, like, beyond the sword, how much do you know about Ashava specifically, though?
This guy's a retarded peasant. Your roll has to be really high to make him dead.
My religion
I don't
roll
know,
really
I'm just
doesn't have
curious
to be
how
that
far-
high to convince him that something is true about the religion when he knows nothing about it beyond what I've told him.
No, absolutely not. But when you tell him go scout, and then we can talk about a crusade, you have to have a high roll so he understands what go scout is.
Yes.
Yeah, what is scouting? That's where the warfare lore was kind of a thing.
Well, whatever. He can go
I
ahead
feel
and
like-
not fucking scout. I really don't care. I'm
feel like
more
this one's
concerned with
getting-
them doing this shit right now.
Just do one fucking religion thing, and see if he'll fully believe that he wants to do the crusade. That
I
is the
don't
best way to do
care
the
about the
crusade.
fucking crusade. I want him to not beat people in the legs with sticks, and I want them to not do things that are not conducive to a faith in Ashava. Like,
Okay.
dancing in a
that-
group is not an Ashavan thing. In fact, that's completely the opposite.
Your roll religion against him because
Bro, what the fuck are these
Bro.
rules?
yeah, his will roll was shit anyway. What you're telling him is basically the exact opposite of what you had told him to convert people. If I recall correctly, the sword was only wanting you to dance and didn't like will-o-wisps.
The sword portrayed moonlight and loneliness and dancing and will-o-wisps.
And that's it. No, nothing
Yes, which
else.
are the only things regarding this deity.
So they would only want to dance to appease it. Am I wrong?
Not necessarily. There's a specific thing that, like the Church of Ashava, like any of Ashavan churches, for instance, like their devout followers will dance alone in the moonlight for 1 hour
Does
every
your
day.
character know that?
Your
No,
character
my
does
character
not know
doesn't
that.
know that specifically, but I can say with a fair degree of certainty, based on what the deity is about, that you don't just dance around a fire with bleeding legs in the middle of the daytime surrounded by corpses in a group.
I just want to say it like completely meta. Ashava is a fucking an imperial lord. Yeah? That she's not exactly
A divine being.
No, she is.
she is divine,
She
but
is
in a different set. Yes, she is divine. However, there is something very specific in that they're monomaniacal. They don't give a fuck about anything that's not what their tenets are. And while you were connected with the sword was fucking new. That's the thing with divine swords. They have to grow up. And you're making it grow up very fast, but it's still kind of young. So it only knows the absolute basics.
Like, one of the major anathema things is desecrating graves, and they've got a fucking pile of corpses on fire.
Bruh.
Like, I get they're not
That's not a
technically
grave.
graves, but like, you're still.
They're not graves, and the sword.
You
The
have-
GM
you have-
made a
Remember
decision.
that part of these were contaminated and needed to burn.
Well, yeah, some of them are contaminated, and that needs to be dealt with. But like,
No. You also don't understand that. One, it was a completely atheist fucking, not only city but kingdom. They don't know shit about gods. Two, they were just converted, so they're very zealous.
So I sent,
Three.
Oh, wait.
3, they haven't gotten struck down for what they're doing, so they're doing something right.
so I should just beat the fuck out of Bread until he listens, is what you're saying.
That's an option. So if I can interject, I know this is metagaming, but I want to make a suggestion. These people, while you told them of Ashava, didn't get any more than the information you gave them, whatever it was. Keeping that in mind, your character would have to roll well on the religion roll in order to properly preach Ashava's teaching to them in a way that they can follow it correctly.
Agreed.
So what happened here is you gave a couple people okay-ish instructions on who Ashava was and how to follow that deity, but they can only teach to the level that you taught them, and so it's devolved to the point of this.
They're filling in the gaps.
So your
Yeah.
best bet would be to try teaching them more clearly, right? An insightful religion role, knowing Ashava, teaching them about it so that they stop doing things that are borderline anathema to the deity they're supposed to be worshiping.
Well
Or
said.
you find somebody who may know something about their culture and about Ashava to kind of help you convey and communicate with them better.
Right. You can get assistance from the party members if you can solicit it from them, who might know more about just general religious knowledge. That'd be a
Or
good
you-
move.
Sure that these guys came from, you know?
Yeah. So that's my input. I'll shut up. Do what you will.
Alright, well, I got a shitty religion roll, so I guess these guys are just a lost cause.
But that's
and
on
I'm gonna
specifically one person. You can try to do a group roll and get another attempt.
Yeah, you're just talking to one guy, and if you want him to do the conversion, right now he's kind of like, I'm not understanding what you're trying to get me to do.
It's time
You
for a
keep
second
telling-
apostle.
You keep telling me different things. You told him one thing, and now you're telling him to stop doing all of that and do something completely different.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell them that I never told them to beat people's legs with a stick. And
You never told me not to.
Okay, I shouldn't have to tell you not to do that, but noted.
You don't understand why I was doing that.
Bread, shut up.
Bread!
I'm gonna ask
I'm
him
right
to
next
follow
to you. Oh, all right. Yeah, yes, Prophet.
Prophet angry.
I'm gonna stand on the edge of this pool,
Okay.
and I'm gonna call everybody to come and listen to me. Not,
Yes.
not the dead burning man. I don't know why you rotated him.
He's not dead.
Well, he might not be dead yet.
You just flipped this guy around.
No, I flipped this one. I flipped this
I'm
one
not
right here.
dead yet.
He'll be dead soon. Okay, so you have the people listening, and they're dancing and like raving out.
All right, I'm gonna tell everybody to give me their full attention and just stop dancing for a second.
Why aren't you dancing? Is this guy saying, this beggar over here?
I'm gonna tell him to be quiet and listen.
The goddess wants us to dance, and then keep spinning in place.
Juicy, hello. Why was that?
I'm gonna tell him to shut up and listen.
Ooh.
Is that what drew your
Mama.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
However, everyone kind of saw that and was like, and they all just stopped dancing, and now they're looking at you.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I'm going to appeal to everyone now and say that burning all of these bodies was unnecessary, with exception of the ones that were infected, because it's the only way to deal with the infected blood. Not all of them had it. They should have been given proper graves, and those graves should have been... Somebody should have kept a close eye on them to make sure nobody desecrated them. As I told Bread, the basic tenets of Ashava. The tenets include... or the edicts, rather. Dancing when there's no music, casting light in place of darkness, and leading the lost. Things that we should not be doing are intentionally misleading people, desecrating graves, and abandoning people in darkness. So, from this point forward,
They all just kind of look at you and go, "We have been doing all of that." Okay?
from this point forward, what you are being called to do
This is this.
is to not beat people into submission,
That's
not cause harm to one another, but instead lead people away from darkness, find people that are lonely, bring them here, give them a home, make them not lonely anymore, and for your act of worship outside of that, for 1 hour, just before you go to bed at night, for 1 hour,
rather.
dance alone under the moon with no music, so that you remember in that moment exactly why you're following Ashava.
Whole hour right
Think-
before bed.
Think in that moment, in that 1 hour, about how awful it was to be alone, and now you have a goddess who cares about you and won't leave you by yourself in the darkness again. And you can dance and be happy and all that jazz.
This guy speaks up. But Brett was helping my legs work again.
You know, if he's giving you some risky surgery or something, that's fine.
So why do you... I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
We've been kind of doing all that.
But you haven't been. You've been spending your entire day dancing around this fire of
It's only
burning corpses.
Where-
Why? Hold on. Why did we elect to not go and give any of these people proper graves?
Bread hops up and goes, Prophet, you do know that some of them were infected, right?
Yes, some of them, not all.
We don't know which ones weren't.
That's a fair point.
But, I mean,
True.
we kind of clearly saw the people that were eating the other ones.
Yeah, you gotta make
Yes.
sure though.
Hungry people who have been starving for several weeks will eat anything.
So,
You don't. And then he kind of looks around and says, Prophet, I need to speak with you in private. And then he starts pulling you over to this tent.
There's going to be an Obama moment in there.
No.
He goes, okay, Prophet, I don't
The line.
think you understand how fucking awful it was here before the light of the goddess. We have been celebrating, and we don't have the knowledge or the capabilities to determine which of those bodies out there was going to spread plague. So we're doing what we can. If we
Okay.
bury them out here in the desert with the Osirans around, we're just giving more abilities to the Osirans.
okay, that makes sense.
Especially with, as you said, in fact, a great plague. I've
Turn to a
been
mirror.
doing what I can, sir.
That's her.
That's
See her
fine.
out of him?
But
You saw me beating a man's legs and thought that I was hurting him. I was helping him. He couldn't walk. He had been chained to a table for 10 years.
Bro.
All right. My purpose in this isn't just to criticize you guys for how you've been handling this. It's to make sure that everybody's on the same page and we don't have outliers who don't fully understand what their duties under Ashava are. So I'm hoping that everyone, including you, is of the same understanding and we're not only following the bare bones basics anymore. We can actually bring some order to this city and grow from there.
So the question that I have, because I mean, the faithful were attacked all throughout the night, and
By who?
everyone, it's Rahodum. Everyone in this kingdom despises the goddess just for her existence. You gave me a task, and I'm trying to fulfill it to the best of my ability. But how are we going to defend ourselves if we're not able to defend ourselves?
You can defend yourself, but that shouldn't be the first course of action. Self-defense is a last resort. We need to grow our numbers.
For me, it's not. For some of the faithful, it's not. However, the faithful who have weapons were once. He leans in a bit closer, a little on the underworld side of society. They don't understand taking someone down without killing them.
So then, is there anyone in the town or in the city that we can have teach some less lethal methods to these people?
As far as I know the guild. They probably have the strongest people here. I mean, well, when they were all here, I think just the captains left.
There's this guy,
and she won't do that she won't teach us for free. Oh, and he looks at you, pointing out outside the tent, and goes, I mean, he is still a mercenary, and the guild is paying him right now, but when the rest of Rakhotum kind of learns of what happened here, we'll have to deal with actual armies.
Yes, so we need to grow our numbers until then, and I would urge you, I would try, if I were you, to work either outside of the city's walls with lone travelers and grow your numbers that way, or evacuate the city and create a new settlement, or if you really, really have so much to stay here for, wall off this section, make it defensible, and try to send some of our lesser known followers out into the city to tell their story in private to individuals, and they might have a better effect than trying to go and do some street preaching out in the main city. Less likely to get hecklers, you know?
I see your point. I'm assuming that you're okay because Shava hasn't struck you down yet. So this sounds okay. I'll try and tell the people that they need to be careful, but so many of them, this is the best thing that ever happened to them, so I can't fault their joy.
I can't either, but their joy doesn't provide much if they die within a few hours or days.
Well, if they die keeping someone company, I think they fulfilled their purpose.
Well, I mean, yeah. But there's much more purpose to be fulfilled as well. We need large gains right now, not small moments.
He spreads his hands and says, "All's in the hands of the goddess with this. I'll spread your word. Try to have the people protect themselves. We'll have to speak on what to do, but a few may try to flee across the sea, but
well, if they choose to flee across the sea, let them take their faith with them, and then our numbers will grow there.
Understandable. Now let me reassure the people that the goddess is still with us. And he walks out. People, it was merely a misunderstanding, but there are things that I will need to speak with you about to protect the faith in this hostile and treacherous world. And the people start coming closer, and they just start whispering to each other. But for now, let us celebrate our liberation. And then they start like dancing just a little bit. Not as enthusiastically, but they're
Tentative
just
dancing.
kind of yes, tentatively dancing. Okay, that was a fucking long scene over
Right,
here.
That one
I'd like
30-year-old
to
white
say-
guy at the club bouncing up and down. type of dancing.
No,
I'd-
not
I'd-
throwing ass.
Okay, I'd like to say one more thing to Brad. I would
Okay.
like to urge him to take two of the most faithful people here besides himself and have them go outside of the city to try and preach elsewhere.
Can we leave the city now? Ourselves.
Yeah, I would also like to leave the city.
This is
after
our
that.
new well cave, honestly.
True.
Oh, really quick. Anyone else with Kajay, Bingus, Broman, Tassi, Sammy, Ricknock want to do anything before we leave here?
Let's just
Yep.
reassure
I-
what we're doing. So we're going down.
Let's hope that one of the faithful doesn't talk to me because Broman is a intellectual who believes the religion is stupid,
Bruh.
and he will sit there and try. If he remembers, I gotta remember, but if he remembers that Ashava is real, he will tell them straight up, "Oh, Ashava is just a real person, and they're here."
I think
But
we
I'm
should
just kind of on the tag-along status right now, so
make sure we have the same game plan in mind. So are we all in agreement to go south to where Homeboy with the map found the Osiren HQ?
Yeah.
All right.
yeah, I need my bodyguards to bring me there so I can research and learn.
The Osiren HQ? Okay.
Yeah, let's be a little more clear on that.
So we're
I
going
mean-
west.
I mean, do you guys want to see the map?
Yes.
Nikolai
Yeah.
Kajay says that, by the way.
Da. Of course, Kajay says fucking da.
Kajay wants to go take on the west.
Oh my god, I have to zoom out.
According
so
to
much.
Kajay, south is better because it's far away from good citizen view.
The imperialists in the west need to be taken down.
We're
They are
in
coming too
Manicat.
close to Kajay.
We're in Manicat, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
That's where the murder hobos are,
Yes.
which I'm sure everyone can see. And the bandits were here. They are dead.
Yeah.
Most of them.
We
A couple of
think
them-
they are.
Yes.
Well, they still might technically be dead, but not dead too.
Exactly. They're undead, you could say.
Yeah, we did let the Pathfinder captain know that some had
They went
escaped.
Kazi.
Yes.
Okay.
And they ran to the east. Yay. And then the manufactory's down there.
Could you please refresh memory as to why it's called manufactory?
Because it's a manufacturing factory.
Of what?
Yes.
Technologies, weapons,
Things.
things that Roman wants to investigate.
The guy in the guild he thinks that is an ancient fucking Jitska manufactory, and that's all he fucking knows about it.
Okay. Thank
And
you.
He had been looking for it.
I just need a little
And he's too
refresher.
old to do anything.
Yeah,
So,
he's way too fucking old to do this.
so,
And that's now a subject of Broman's investigation, so
so where are we going right now?
You guys wanted to go south to this thing, correct?
I want to go wherever Osiren folks are to eliminate them. Possibly find family? Question mark.
Real quick, meta game. There were signs of your family, except Sammy just turned around and left and didn't look at the clothes.
Yep.
I didn't think to look at the clothes.
And then fucking Cripple and Dricknock went up and sold those clothes.
Oops.
Yeah, right. We got some good money out of that shit. You're welcome.
you got some good eating.
Yeah.
basically, to my understanding, this manufactory of this ancient technology is not the same place that the Osirens are. This is a different path.
you. No, they didn't fucking ask that. Damn it.
No, you don't
You
know
don't
that.
know.
All you know is that it's a fucking ancient manufactory, and it may have something to do with the Jitska, and that's it.
What are the Jitska? Or do we have no idea?
You never asked anyone about that.
You
Okay.
might have to ask somebody if you want to know about that.
Okay, let me pop you back to Manicat real quick.
So that's what our little gathering in this building should be about before we go, is being very
Yeah,
clear
you
on the
guys-
game plan.
Moving on.
Where is the fellow? Oh, there he is, right up here, who originally showed us the map.
Sammy, you wanted to ask about the manufactory and all that shit?
Yeah, I would like to
Okay.
speak with Mapman. We need some more information before we leave. I will head over there.
Okay. You kind of waddle over. He's still a bit tired, but he's basically awake now. He doesn't hear you walk up because you're fucking tiny.
Okay. Hi!
Oh fuck!
It's terrifying.
What the fuck was that? He's looking around. He can't see
Down
anyone.
here! I'm waving at him.
He looks down, kind of confused. Who are you?
I'm Sammy.
Okay.
I had some questions, since you're so knowledgeable about the area.
Manicat?
Yes. And
What about
surrounding
it?
areas. You were speaking
okay.
of the manufactory. You mentioned the Jitska. Who are they, or what are they?
You're in Rahadum in Manicat, and you don't know the Jitska?
No,
Okay.
I'm 4 days old.
You know what? That's fair. You don't, you actually have an excuse, unlike a lot of people who just forget the past. Well, the Jitska were the pinnacle of human civilization for eons after Earthfall, and their technology rivaled anything you could find these days.
Except for the Russians.
That this guy knows. So
So you're telling
Fine.
me there's an old manufacturing plant from the Jitskas, and it's been sitting there for quite a long time, abandoned, and no one's gone and investigated it or collected from it?
from what I could see, it was not abandoned.
Oh.
It was something was working, because I didn't want to get too close,
Valid.
because I saw some of those clockwork soldiers were dragging what appears to be, I don't know, mercenaries or something. They were weird. They all had a symbol on their chest, but I couldn't see. It was too dark.
Understandable. So,
And
the clockwork soldiers, you said?
yes,
Do you know if they were created by the Jitska? So, are they not alive, per se?
as far as I know, they're machines.
Mm-hmm.
And considering that my grandfather spoke of his grandfather, who spoke of his grandfather all the way back to when Rahadum was the Jitska Imperium, that they knew how to make machines, especially machines of war.
Mm. You said they were dragging mercenaries? Were these clockwork mercenaries, or were they human?
Considering that they had blood, I'm going to assume that they were not clockwork. I didn't go up and ask too much. When you see clockwork entities dragging bodies, and you're alone, I managed to live to 57 by not getting into those fights.
Totally valid and understandable. Would you say that, generally speaking, clockwork folk are, how do I word this? Not pleasant. Do you know what I'm trying to get at?
If you're wondering their disposition,
Yes.
Clockwork, and from what I've dealt with, which were clockwork hunters who just lived in the sewer and slaughtered vermin,
Whoa.
to clockwork mailmen who weren't really men. They were machines that went to different houses and gave mail in Alkenstar.
Mm-hmm.
But which, if you don't know where Alkenstar is, I don't know. I don't remember exactly where it is, but what I remember of my drunken benders there in my younger days was they are the height of clockworks in today's age. But clockworks are mindless. They follow the instructions they were programmed with. And those soldiers appeared to just be guarding. Because they didn't kill me the second they saw me, and I know they saw me.
Mm-hmm. Would you have any... What's the word?
Advice?
I was thinking more like hypothesis as to why these other human mercenaries would attempt to go onto the grounds.
Well, I noticed this is a bit of a non sequitur, but come with me close.
Okay, can you carry me, please? Thank you.
Sure.
You gonna ask a frail old man to carry you? He's gonna fail his
I'm
strength test.
I'm like 3 pounds, bro.
And then he
He's
puts
like
you on the
57.
He puts you on the table next to the box and points at the box and says, "You see this box?
Yes.
The symbol that they had was the same one as on this box.
Are you sure? On the mercenary or the clockwork?
The mercenaries.
Okay.
The clockworks were strangely... It's kind of dumb to say it for clockworks, but they were angry with these things, and they were not happy dealing with those. I don't know what those mercenaries, like what group they were with, or if they were just grave robbers.
Is this symbol in connection with the Osirans, or is it just like the stamp of the manufacturer of this box?
Osirans? Why would they be involved?
Oh, I was just wondering. I have no idea if they would be or would not be. I'm asking you.
Why do you bring them up?
Oh, because we were just dealing with them over there. I don't remember where.
To the east.
To the east. And that is where we collected this box, which is full of not good blood goo. Something blood golem.
That actually makes a lot more sense. Well, do you know how the Jitska Imperium fell?
I know nothing of the Jitska. I only heard of the word from you yesterday before we had our long sleep.
Well, okay. They fell thanks to Osiran necromantic magics infiltrating and dealing with most of the population. The ones who could found... At the time, no one really knew how to deal with that sort of magic, so from what I was told and what I've been able to piece together over the years, the Jitska decided on a bit of a radical way of dealing with the plague. It was to ascend, as they called it, into an immortal form.
Through the dark magic of the Osirans?
No. They're through their own technology.
I see.
The
okay.
The Jitska were... I don't like to speak ill of ancestors, but they were a prickly bunch. They did not really look fondly on anyone. I believe some of the texts I saw were talking about the slave revolt in Osiris.
two questions now. One, I guess it's more of a statement. It sounds like the Osiren cult, if they were around during the big boom of the Jitsuka Empire, they are also a very old cult.
Oh, if it's the same people, then yes. But I'm assuming with necromantic magics, you can live forever. I don't know.
The Jitsuka technology, you said they use their own technology to ascend. Is this technology, if you know, is it non-magical? You can ascend through science and technology alone?
I don't know for sure, but from the writings that I could find, the scraps, they melded technology and magic in a way that no one else was really able to replicate.
Okay. So, back to the symbol on this chest. It is not like a maker's mark. It is from, like, the people.
Well, it was the best way that I could put it, and I don't know if this will make much sense to you, seeing as you're so young, but it was basically almost like a battalion mark.
Okay.
So, and I'd love to help, especially if they're if my ancestors' legacies are under attack by the Osirans. Well, I'd love for you and your group to be able to help.
Yes.
But if you do see anyone who looks a bit odd in there, probably won't be flesh and blood like I was gonna say you and I, but like I am and your party is. Try to talk it through, especially if they don't have obvious gears around, because they're probably not clockwork. But it has been several thousand years, so they might be a little off. And he kind of like puts his hand out as like off.
Yeah, like shaking it, like eh.
Yeah.
How do I word this? What would be the pros of going onto the territory and obtaining this technology? Is it just to obtain the technology? Is that why people like go to this area? Because it's a dangerous area, it sounds like.
Well, it was hidden. It took me quite a while to find this one in particular. If you want just straight Jitsuka technology, you can go straight south to what's the city's name? Oh, Yamal, I think it was.
So there's something more in this hidden place specifically than just technology.
It was one of the,
that people are going there for.
From what I understand, from what you've told me and everything, this is just the Osirans trying to wipe out the last remnants of the Jitsuka.
I see. So it's not about obtaining like old artifacts. It's about an old war, bad blood.
I really can't speak for them, for the Osirans, but I'm getting old. I get set in my ways. If I were several thousand years old, I would be fighting over a bag of popcorn.
Okay. Well, very last question. Physically, these clockwork soldiers.
They are imposing.
Their size, like, how large? How big bad are we talking? Can they be killed if they? I mean, they're not alive, but like, can they be destroyed?
They can be destroyed, but then again, almost based on the Earthfall, gods can be destroyed with enough power. But if what you're asking is, well, from what I could tell of the bodies that were there, this was a moderately sized, like a small to moderate mercenary band, and let's just say they had issues. Considering that none of them are alive anymore, and
Aw.
I couldn't see any destroyed clockwork
Well,
soldiers.
All right. God, I had one last thing about their. Oh yes. Would you suggest, in your personal opinion, that we tried to use brute force or sneak in there? I'm hesitant to say sneak because you said that you were off in the distance witnessing all this and you knew that they knew you were there. So they may have some kind of like superior detection thing going on. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not gonna say I'm the most stealthy, especially in my advanced stage. This is kind of my last hurrah. But it can't hurt to not be threatening. And if they can't see you or they can't find you and you manage to get your way in, well, I'm not gonna say that's a stupid way of doing things.
Do they see or do they see like differently? You know, because they're not human. They don't have like normal eyes. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
I couldn't really tell. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just not that good of a crafter. I believe your dwarven friend over there might be able to help with that.
Okay.
Freaking Sammy is doing the Quizlet with the fucking old
Well,
man.
that was it. I really appreciate talking to you. I'll try to do your ancestors justice.
So-
We're trying to eliminate this Osiris cult here, so it was really helpful getting all this information.
So I will say in medic, you have somebody in the party that probably could have answered a lot of questions.
Yes.
Okay, well,
Which
I'm gonna go inquire with them now. Thank you so much. You have a great day.
I'll try. Please, if you can, could you ask those ruffians outside to keep it down a little bit tomorrow or tonight?
I'll speak with the guild leader. She would probably have more. What's the word? Gusto, dominance over them than me. Persuasiveness. You know what I mean. Okay, here I go. I give him a hug on the leg. And then I walk to the group.
Okay. He's just kind of sitting at this point.
Okay. Hey guys.
And
then I tell them everything in the best way that I just heard. All the information.
Roman, Bingus, Kage, do you
Yep.
have any comments?
Oh, and the guild leader,
She's
if she cares.
she's got her head down, basically like she's nursing the worst hangover.
Aw. You guys ever heard of clockwork soldiers?
Bingus, Kage,
Roman?
Broman.
Of course.
Have I?
Roll crafting.
Me or him?
Bingus.
Kage definitely hasn't heard it. I'm trying to open the shit. It's just taking forever, Steve.
Yeah, no worries. I can roll for you if you want.
No, I'm getting there.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do any rolls, so. But
You've heard
I
of
of course know.
you've heard of craft like clockwork, but it's not your cup of tea because you can't really enchant it as well.
Okay. Do you want me to? Can I talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of them. They're a piece of crap. Can't inscribe runes. Can't fuck it. Not worth it.
Oh, you could fuck them. You could fuck anything.
Can't fuck anything, but it's not quite as satisfying. They just stare at you with those dumb eyes.
You probably haven't seen the right clockwork.
All right, sir. Always ready to be pleasantly surprised.
Roman, would you like to do like a society or something like that? Because this is
Yeah.
regarding your.
I should explain to them kind of what I know and kind of pass on information. So that would be like my. I think I have like lore, regional lore, or whatever. It's or
Yep.
society. Either one. I think they're both like plus
I'll
8
do-
or whatever.
I'll do regional.
Isn't it in Broman's interest to go to these technologies?
Yeah, and I do get a bonus because it's my investigation. So
Awesome.
Yeah, it's what plus.
I have to
2,
read
plus
what the
3?
whole thing does
Yeah.
for all that. But yeah.
Okay, so you got a 21, and you basically tell the history of of the region in more detail than the
fall
bounty
asleep in
hunter.
class.
Yes, he is lecturing. By the way, he took out an easel, and he's got a whiteboard or a chalkboard up, and he's writing.
Well,
Yep.
Sammy's a very enthusiastic student. I will ask him the same question I last asked Matman, which is it possible to stealth through them? Would you know? Do they have some kind of superior, like, detection technology in their clockwork brain?
Broman, with your role, you would know that the Jitska were very proficient with clockwork, especially when it comes to defending lower tier areas.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretty much explain that. These clockwork were built to essentially guard important areas within the Empire, so they would have to have higher detection and everything like that, so that they could find those intruders trying to come in to steal their technology and utilize it for bad purposes.
Well, then what should be our game plan? Because if one of us is unable to be quiet and extremely stealthy, it could give away the rest of the party, and I don't want to die today.
Kage can be extremely stealthy.
Well, that's where you, my bodyguards, come in, is you can fight off the clockwork, and I can conduct my studies. We should be fine.
Would you know if the clockwork, I would assume so, are able to do, like, long-range attacks?
Yes, you would know that they do have inbuilt crossbows.
Okay.
Yep.
Not good.
And I reference the book that I was reading this in and everything like that, where you'll be able to find it, look at diagrams.
Yeah, you'll be able to see pictures.
Pictures.
And
Yeah, picture book. I'll reference picture books for you.
The guy in the old man in the back kind of goes up, looks up, and sees the picture and goes, "Oh yeah, that one right there." And he pulls up. Where the fuck is it? There we go.
Hey, only over 10 hours of driving so far, guys. I'm doing great.
Okay,
Nice.
so he pulls up. Jesus Christ, fucking dogs.
Harder.
So in the book that Broman has, he shows basically the entire stats for the fucking clockwork door wardens,
Right.
because these things are built, like they're built in Alkenstar.
This is good
So-
information.
Yeah.
Dark vision. They have dark vision.
Yes.
They see a wallet being taken, they know who did it.
Yes. Though their charisma is -5, so they won't be good at stealing.
Do they
But it's okay. That's
Just gotta
why
make
they're
them
white.
dance.
do they have their own
Make them
language?
No, they're mindless.
Okay. All right.
Kind of like Klatos.
Well, let's
Or
gather
Lot-
the rest of our party in here to relay this information before we head out. Yes? We're on agreement to go there?
Well, I hope you took notes so that you could relay the information. I will only lecture once a day.
What was that? Did you say you hope I can what?
I hope you
Yeah.
took notes.
Oh, yes, yes. I have very high intelligence, all in my little Sammy brain. That's why I'm able to speak so eloquently
Your-
as a
Your little
4-day-old.
Sammy's handy dandy notebook.
Okay, I go to the door entry. I call the rest of the party in. Come on, guys. Information, etc., etc. This way.
Etc. Etc.
I mean, it works. So okay, so the three of you, I'm assuming, want to go up, and then Sammy tells them everything that happened and what you guys are looking at.
Yup.
Now, do you guys want to go to the area?
If there's any possibility of fighting Osirans and eliminating them, I would say yes. The problem is you would also have to deal with the clockwork. I'm hoping there would be more information about my past, but
He
It's very
said
dangerous.
He said to just try not to look threatening.
Well, I'm
to
assuming
work
that
hard.
if a bunch of strangers approach within a certain distance, they're gonna go into like
Well, Sammy looks pretty
a threatening position.
Yeah, I
Have
was
you,
gonna
have you
say
ever
the
seen a
only
Chucky doll? Yeah.
the only threatening looking person here is Tassi.
That's very true.
And it's completely natural, baby.
I don't know, having a bunch of cult followers.
Correct. The mercenaries were human. I guess they had a bunch of weapons, but so do we.
You sound like you're echoing from across the house, Audrey.
I am
Hold on.
right. I'm 6
Oh.
inches from my mic.
That might
Now it
be
worked.
because of me. Hold
I
on.
remember.
No, it sounds fine now.
Yeah, you're good now. Okay. So,
He's throating my mic. Why are you coming in and taking your belt off?
Bro.
he's sick and tired of someone not paying rent.
Denton, you can't beat the kid before it comes out.
He's just getting it ready.
Well, then you need to throw footballs at her stomach to make the kid good at sports.
He'll be a quarterback.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna move you guys to the world map, or the road map, technically.
I believe, if I recall, it was gonna take like 2 to 3 days to get there.
Yes,
Okay.
2 to 3 days there, 2 to 3 days back. So,
Roman, being the smart one he is, says we should probably gather some supplies before heading out into the desert.
Agreed.
someone has supplies. He has rats.
Oh, oh.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Very large ones.
I don't believe Sammy
Hang on.
eats.
Denton's about to be.
Okay, I'll wait.
So hang on. Hang on. He was.
I'll wait till the Rat King returns.
Like, I don't think
here.
Sammy like goes to the
The Rat
bathroom, drinks, or eats.
You know, he has rats fucking in his backpack the whole time.
He opens it up, it's a swarm of fucking massive rats.
Oh my god, they multiplied!
No, what we really need to get is a bag of holding. Then put all of the rats in there, and in like a month's time, we're gonna have an army.
So huge.
They'll die though in a bag. Well, depends.
Yes.
Depends on how DM holds the bag of holding.
Bag of holding can't hold living things.
Because the interdimensional space is without oxygen and stuff like that. As far as every game I've been in for the most part.
As far as the rules that I know, living things cannot go inside bag of holdings, they die.
Damn.
Bag of holdings have no air.
Yes. So you asphyxiate and die. However, if you have clockwork shit, you can 100% just keep throwing fucking ore in there and have them smelt the shit and make more clockwork.
Whoa.
And then just have like a insta army.
So are we just gonna like, how do I word this? Like teleport there and just say that 3 days passed?
Oh, I'm just
No.
I'm not going to do encounters on the road or anything like that. I'm just gonna say you guys took, hold on, 2 days to get there, which means I hope everyone actually had rations of some sort, at least 2 apiece.
I have rations and. Purple, how dehydrated are you now?
Yeah,
Yeah, frogs need lots of water.
How dehydrated are
Is
you?
this a river?
It's a path, I think.
no, that is just a path.
Okay. Well, I'm exceptionally dehydrated then.
Well, I'm
Go jump in a
asking
well.
because hang on, Steve. Did we take a long rest each night it took us to get there?
You guys rested at.
Okay. I gotta say, we gotta save our frogmen. So what I suggest we do, since we do not have a lot of water, is we pee on them.
No, hang on. I'm asking, as a party, did we do long rests during the night?
Yes, so you made water.
Did?
Yeah,
I
so
have
you made
to
water.
Create water. I can create a.
Basically, the only thing for that, Audrey, you just use one spell slot for just one spell slot's gone when you start the manufactory. That's it for the day, because you have to make water.
2 gallons. So whenever a cripple doesn't need to bathe himself, people can drink it. It lasts for a full 24 hours.
Yeah.
So I cast that twice. Everyone's good on water,
Okay.
including cripple who needs to be wet. But your food and rations are on there.
Question. Does Sammy need to eat, drink, or go to the bathroom? I think not. He doesn't have a pee-pee. He doesn't have a real stomach. You know what I'm saying?
That you know of.
What does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
What?
That you know.
Everything is a pee-pee if you believe it hard enough.
Guys, come on.
Sammy's an orc. You just have to believe.
It was a real question, guys. Come on.
Kikiraa, he has a shiwi.
Guys, please.
He's got stuffing that needs to get out. Okay.
Okay, guys, we gotta stab Sammy to make a butthole so Sammy can go to the bathroom.
Guys, come on.
Okay, can you guys see anything on this map?
The whole map.
Yeah. Oh, God damn it.
It's
Well, fuck it.
I don't know.
It's
We're in space.
To, but yeah.
There you go, Kikiraa. I linked it for you on the chat.
Okay.
We're lost in space.
Oh my god. I've seen these.
You're camping or traveling on it.
Sammy's a boy.
That's what you'd like to know.
Sammy is male.
No, Sammy can't be.
How is
Sammy has no penis.
What was the
How is
question?
a puppet male or female?
Because the little boy who wished him alive had him as a man in his mind.
Penis.
No, he doesn't. Guys, come on. When you had stuffed animals when you were little, you know, you gave them names. They're girls and boy stuffed animals. They don't have pee-pees. Come on.
But did your stuffed animal say how they identified?
Bro.
My stuffed animals had dicks.
Some of my
That's Brazil.
that I had.
Those were sex toys.
Anyway, here we are in space.
You are not in space. You are at the manufactory.
I know.
If it looks anything like another map that you guys played on a different campaign, shut up.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like something brand new to me that I've never seen before.
Who has dark vision?
Sammy does.
I do. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to reveal the area.
Windows has dark vision.
The
Okay. ones with
have dark vision. Damn it.
The ones with dark vision can see. There are 2 wardens here, or 2 clockwork wardens here, 2 clockwork wardens here. I didn't see you. Let me just double check that.
Well, they have dark vision, right? The wardens.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they can see us.
Yeah, they fucking see you. I just had to do some rolls real quick. They see you, but they're not moving towards you. There's some faint lights here, which look strange, as if they have. It's as if they're on fire, but there's no flame.
Mm-hmm.
And you see some bodies over here.
Oh. Well,
The wardens are not moving towards you.
I'm going to casually stride and look over at the bodies.
They just continue to watch you.
Well, actually, do I see? Is it?
Bark.
Before I do that, I do not have dark vision. So do I see anything besides
You see fuck all. You see fuck all. It's pitch black.
Then I light a torch.
May I use the dancing lights in the 4-corner thing again?
Just let me light a torch. It's fine. You don't have to do that.
But it'll make it easier, because there's 3 of us that don't have dark vision, right?
Piss the sword off. Don't do that.
Oh my god, the fucking sword, bro. It's sheathed right now, right? It's fine.
It's sheathed. It can't see shit.
Okay, but if you light a torch, it would do the same thing.
Have a light, so I have a torch out.
I'm doing
Roman
it
can't
anyway.
see in the dark.
Everybody else shut up. I'm lighting a torch for myself.
Okay. Roman, you can see Dricknock walk over where the bodies are, because he's got the torch lit.
What's the crab?
That is actually a strange device.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
From here, though, that's odd.
Okay, that's odd. When you see the thing, you know you Broman know to look for a certain plate near the back. Okay.
Well, I see him walk up there, and I'm like, look for the plate on the back.
Okay, and
gotta
are
tell
you
him
moving
that.
towards them? Telling them that?
I'm not gonna move towards. I'm just gonna let him know from wherever I'm at. Like,
Okay.
I don't know what the distance is and stuff.
Well,
No,
I'm it.
Roman. Wait, who has a torch and who doesn't?
I have a torch.
So Roman can't see shit.
Like, my characters kind of get treated like a pseudo NPC right now because I can't do anything physically. So
I would like to do.
Because real quick, Kiara, because Dricknock has the torch, and he Roman could see this creature thing. He got a intuition that there's a plate at the back that should be checked out, and that's what he said.
I'm
Who?
perceiving to try and see the plate.
Okay. Also,
when I say
Dricknock,
that's an investigator ability, so he has
Yeah.
to tell me something.
also
No
Dricknock,
rolls
you're
or
at full
anything.
health.
What was the question?
Oh, okay.
Cassie, go ahead with what you're going to say.
No, that's okay. I was just gonna say he normally can't see, so that's fine.
Yeah. No, that's just the investigator thing. It's the class stuff. Okay,
Yeah,
Cripple.
that's fine.
Cripple, from where you are, you kind of can't see the plate at the back, but you do see something. This thing is very shiny and metallic looking, and it looks like it is waiting for something.
Can I have a gander at these bodies?
Sure. I mean, I'll just use their same perception. These bodies have the cultist symbol on their chest, on like their leather armor, and they were chopped a lot and shot with crossbow bolts, probably from the wardens. And yeah, that's what you see. They were also all killed by the wardens.
Okay. I am small.
Okay.
Ish. So I'm going to ask Dricknock to use his longer reaching weapon than I have to try and push one of the bodies closer to the thing. Just to see what kind of reaction it gets.
Push the body towards the strange device.
Yes.
It
looks like it's waiting for something, and it's got bodies all over the room that were clearly not killed by it. So
Right. So, Steve, I am
Yes?
trained. I am trained a little bit in crafting. Can I, before doing the action, determine if it's likely that will actually do something?
Run crafting, and I'll see your roll. Run Arcana. No, you don't know what this thing can do. Kasi, Bingus, Kage, Sammy, would you like to do anything here?
I'll let them talk and then I'll figure out.
Okay.
I would like to not approach the clockwork folk alone.
Speak loudly, Audrey.
So I obviously see the object one with the light, and because I have dark vision. I heard
Yeah.
what Roman said. He said to the back. Do I know that it's down here, or do I think it's behind here?
He said behind.
So
To the back of it, behind it.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna gingerly step over the dead body.
And you're gonna try and lean over?
No, I'm just gonna stand here, and I want to roll.
Are you trying to look for it?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to decide to see between if it's like religion or occultism would be better.
Okay. If you're looking for divine like inspiration, it would be religion. If you're looking for, oh, is this part of a ritual of some sort, that would be occultism.
Okay, then religion is what I'm going for.
You're
If it's religious, this should tell me what I know. If it's high enough.
Your god, or the pantheon of gods that you actually follow
Yeah.
and give respect to, kind of fill your mind with a what the hell is this? And wow, that's old. And then another one goes, ooh, that'd be interesting. And then the last one just kind of like shakes its head at you and points, and you have the feeling of just look at the fucking back.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna lean around and look at the back.
How are you leaning around this thing?
I'm trying not to touch it.
Are you getting close to it?
I'm trying to keep my distance, but if I can't see, then I will get close to it.
Reflex, please.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Ooh!
It ain't touching me.
Okay. The two arms that are out front, it kind of like pulls towards you and is doing clamping noises.
Ew.
And then, but you managed to completely get around it, and now you're at the back, and it's stopped the clamping, but it's kind of still making clicking noises.
Disgusting.
Francis, stop!
Very good. Does my character just stay here, or should I move it behind it?
Well, you can now see the plate.
Okay.
I shall name them clamps.
Don't know.
Hold on. Do you actually have the fucking thing? You might not.
Like the language, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if they're all.
Shit. You may not. Hold on. No. Okay, no. It's just you. I think you just have common. It looks.
Well, I have that in and I did have a thing that I did in spells, but I lost it on the if you want it, give me a second.
Sure. Okay, I'll give you a sec. While you're doing that, because you obviously can see it, Dricknock and Cripple wanted to push a body into this thing as Tossie's like doing her thing, looking around it. So, are you guys going to go ahead and push the body now that you saw that it activated and is doing the clicking?
I'm gonna look at Cripple with a questioning glance and ask if he wants to fight a machine today.
Well, the goal was to distract it, but since Totsie's already back there, I reckon we shouldn't do much of anything.
Alright, I'll just wait. I'm going to, just stand there with my fingers laced over each other.
Okay.
Twiddle my thumbs.
Tammy, Bingus, Kage, what would you guys like to do?
So these dead bodies are of the mercenaries, right?
As far as you know, yes.
Alright. I want to look at the dead bodies and make sure they're not normal dudes.
No, they are. They have the symbol of the cult on them.
So they are mercenaries. Or they are of the cult.
Yes, they are of the cult, but you don't know that they're mercenaries. You don't know anything about these people besides the fact that they have armor, weapons, and they have the symbol of the cult on them.
And they're dead.
And they're dead. Yeah, that's also very key.
Would I happen to recognize any of these people, or I have no idea?
Perception.
Okay.
You get the faint feeling that this one right here has a it's not a recognition, you just get like a deja vu off of him.
Can I flip him over?
He's sure. I mean, you can take a closer look at him. He's already flipped up.
Oh, he doesn't, he's not like weird, right? He doesn't have like undulating blood or like, he's not sus. Like dangerous to touch, right?
How the fuck would you know that?
Perception?
You don't. No, you already did perception. You don't know that, but
Okay.
you get a deja vu feeling off of him.
Okay. So,
If
am I
if
unable
you
to interact
want-
with him anymore?
No, you can, but before you go to like get closer, run occultism.
Okay.
Okay. You don't know for sure, but because this is a necromantic cult, there is the chance that this person could be infected, but you don't know.
Okay.
And Tossie's kind of stuck behind this trap thing that is actively clicking, and Dricknock and Cripple are kind of like sitting back.
Okay. I would like to verbalize that, hey guys, there is a possibility that these guys could possibly maybe be infected. Totally have no idea, but like just in case, maybe we should be like super cautious and like not mess with the blood or find a way to like maybe get rid of the bodies so they don't like come back or something.
He says that out loud to both of us?
All three of
Yes.
y'all.
Okay.
Well, whenever I'm going to call out to Tassi and be like, "Hey, it's a good point. Maybe we should hand one of the bodies to this thing and see what it does to it."
Could be like a bad thing for us.
Well, listen, I would stretch to bet that since these people were completely mangled and massacred by the clockwork creatures, that they aren't well liked here, and they probably are not doing anything
So,
particularly culty with their blood.
Maybe, but like
so
blood
I was
golem.
muted for a second, but Roman spoke up saying that what I believe might be going on here is that panel could be a check where if we step on that panel, it's going to check us for the infection. If these guys are indeed infected, when they stepped there, they were eliminated. But if we step there and we're not infected, we'll be okay.
Okay, but
So who is the most hardy person here with armor that could possibly take a crossbow bolt to test it? Do we have a volunteer?
well, first, let me just say, okay, if they get eliminated, like they're dead, they're donezo, would that prevent them? Because they come like back to life, like undead. You know what I'm saying? Like their blood is like bad.
Can I roll anything to like look at the blood first to see if that's even a real concern?
Perception. You look at the blood of the one right next to you. There doesn't appear to be any undulation on that one. On this one, there's a sheen to it, but it's not undulating. And the one that Sammy is talking about is too far for you. This one's too far. And this one also has a bit of a sheen.
Maybe this machine bug thing like mega eliminates them, like totally nukes the illness. You know what I'm saying? Possible. No idea, but maybe.
I don't know, and the only way I could possibly imagine finding out is handing it a body.
Okay.
That is not one of our own.
Let me back up and
But
you can do that.
I think
With that in mind,
Tassi being behind it is why I'm asking her, because I don't want to inadvertently murder our friend.
Yep, I'm gonna back up. Y'all do that.
You took a look at the. Oh no, that was Kiara. Sorry.
Okay, so
You know, we could just put the puppet there because we could sew the puppet back together.
Not how it works.
No.
can I speak since everybody's asking me
Yeah.
to do different stuff?
Sorry,
It'll get rid
sorry,
of some of
Audrey.
the extra fluff building up.
Sorry, you're just really faint.
I'm literally. I'm almost.
I believe
near
you. I
my
believe you.
microphone. And
Yeah,
Let
I
me-
can't hear you either, and I can't adjust anything. So,
Moving on.
That's fine. Okay. According to Pathfinder and Archives, I wish I had the actual Pathfinder book that had the species in it, but I should know Common, Nagaji, Draconic, and then I should get a +2 for that. And what I picked last time was Celestial, and then there was can't remember the name.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
shit, I need to add my language.
you know, Common and Celestial.
Yeah.
It-
yeah.
It looks like you can pick out a few words of Common, but the grammar is Celestial.
Ooh.
Okay, so maybe it's old. So common words. So it's old.
Is she saying anything?
Yes, you
Yes,
need
I
to turn her up. And also,
I don't
hold
know how-
on.
I can't turn myself.
yeah,
up.
there's no
After-
turning her up on my end.
Here.
No, I swear, because sometimes I can hear her very clearly, and sometimes, namely when she's super close to her mic, I can't hear her at all. I think the mic is like
Yeah, I'm just-
maxing out and trying to kill your audio because it thinks you're being too loud.
I'm just entering Des Moines, so might have a little bit of traffic here.
Yeah, no worries, dude. How's the drive up there, by the way?
Oh, not bad. I've been driving for about 11, 12 hours, so.
Straight?
Yep.
Bro.
Fucking crazy, bruh.
Well, there's still another
Does that
9
sound
hours
better?
at least. 8, 9 hours.
Sorry, go ahead, Audrey.
Does that sound better?
Yes.
A bit.
A bit? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to. Bit and I will have to play with it more later,
Yep.
Sounds much better currently.
and I'll have to just talk closer. Okay. So, what are the words I can make out?
Property. Imperium. Like something Imperium. Victory. Collector. Infusion. And the last word is kind of like soul, but it's an older term for it. It's soul, but it also means apparition.
Jewish?
Yes. I'm asking for inference and if, any like the deities can help me decipher any more of the languages, or just their input on it. On what it
Sure. You hear the voice of you hear a voice at the back of your head going, "Oh, that's really bad stuff." And another one going, "It's usable, but I mean, I wouldn't." And a third one goes, "Wow. Haven't seen that in a couple thousand years." And the final one goes, "Be careful. Don't get in front of it."
Be careful.
I'm going to call out, do not put anything in front of it.
Noted.
The thing is still clicking, by the way.
Gross.
Like clicking the claws. As in, it's ready.
Yep, so I've got that. Do I need to run a perception check to see if there's any more thing, like information on the back of this thing? Or
Back there, on you see a plate, and then you see machinery that you don't understand. Actually, roll crafting for me, please. Roll Arcana. Okay. The machine parts you don't understand. However, there are what appear to be lines of magic that are going forward towards the eyes and the claws, and the magic itself is, it looks dormant, but it's starting to wake up.
Recognize spell when it covers what it.
Oh,
Sorry?
is it like an
Kikiraa,
object? Oh, sorry,
Hold
I
on,
couldn't hear
Kikiraa.
you speaking. Sorry.
Recognize spell wouldn't work in this, right?
Detect magic may.
Well, it says a creature within line of sight casts a spell that you don't have prepared or in your spell repertoire, or
It's not a
trap
creature.
or similar. Hang on, or a trap or similar object casts such a spell. Is it just because it's not?
That would work if it were casting a spell.
Okay, that's what I.
But if you
what I figured.
run detect magic, it may get you more, and that's the final metagaming that I'm gonna do.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to verify that wouldn't cover it. 'Cause that's
Okay.
A little bit stronger than this.
The magic that you can detect coming off of this is kind of strange to you. It has the taste of arcane mixed with divine, mixed with something like almost like a clean necromancy.
Read Aurora give me any more information.
This is a magic that is a mix of multiple different things. That it looks like it affects souls, but you don't know exactly how.
Ooh.
Oh, Long Island iced tea.
This read aura. It doesn't say anything about levels. It should tell me the school of magic that this is.
It's a mix of arcane, divine, primal, and I think necromancy, but a weird kind of necromancy.
Okay, so it's. I'm going to infer that as like an artificial clean necromancy and not like blood magic of other.
Yes, it's a clean necromancy, as in, not. It would. It doesn't have the stench of undeath with it.
Okay. So I'm going to, because I'm still behind it, I'm going to speak up to enough to where whoever, I can't see who's over here still. I know Dricknock and Purple are here. I don't see the doll. But I'm going to relay that information about what type of magic this is. It has something to
Jesus,
do. It has something to
Oh,
do
that's key.
with a kind of necromancy that isn't in blood magic. It's artificial, more clean, just to use the same term, and that you should not put anything in front of it, because I think if you put something in front of it, it's going to bring it back.
Is it?
Can't guarantee it. Well, not bring it back. It's going to imbue some kind of magic or soul essence into a dead body.
Is it an
And I don't wanna
object
see-
though?
I don't want to see what it's going to do to someone alive.
Is it a mechanism, or is it alive, or is it an object?
Okay.
I'm asking the snake lady.
I reiterate, it's a machine.
Okay, I'm going to touch it.
Machine imbued with magic.
I'm
And I
going to
literally
touch
just
it.
Told you not to fucking do that.
I'm gonna touch it, but not in
You're
front of
gonna
it.
fucking die.
No touch neck.
Oh, I'm walking
Okay.
away.
You're touching this thing?
Well, it says with the touch you can read the psychic impressions left on objects.
Are you?
Not
you
in
got
front of
close
it.
enough to touch it, right?
I'm right next to Tassi on the side.
No, you're not.
No.
I'm on the back of it.
Yeah, on the
I
side.
know
You're
that
behind you.
Oh,
information.
hold on.
I
You're
just-
tiny. To get past it, you would you're trying to get past it to touch it on like the side or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Away from the claws that are fucking
Yes,
clicking.
yes.
Run or roll reflex.
Okay, 1 second. Huh, okay.
Yeah, no, the thing grabs you. And Tassi, you still have detect magic and all that going, right?
Yeah, my read aura, my detect magic is still going.
Those
I'm
lines
looking.
start lighting up. Sammy, roll.
Is it touching me though? It's touching me.
It grabbed you.
Yes.
You didn't roll a good reflex.
Yeah, it's grabbed you, like with one of them.
Like metagaming, I only dodged it because I rolled.
I know.
Yes. Sammy, real quick, before you do the read psychometric resonance, roll will and fortitude. Okay, no, take 5 damage.
Okay. Am I still able to like read it though?
1 second, because there's another thing that I need to do.
Oh God, more?
You are grabbed. You are enfeebled and stupefied. Okay,
Oh,
that is all.
I did this wrong.
So, you read the significant emotion coming off of it, right?
Yes. How do I?
No, you put it in the wrong one.
Ah, is that it? Is it showing?
Yes, you're good.
Okay.
You feel nothing but a cold satisfaction and severe terror coming off of this thing.
Okay. Detects objects with significant blah 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 blah. Significant emotional resonance attached to them from the previous users.
Yes.
So they feel the previous owners, assuming, are the Jiska. So they themselves felt intense terror from this thing.
No.
No. That all you know is a cold satisfaction coming from this and severe terror
Okay.
coming from it.
I'd like to be released now. Let's work on that.
Roll reflex, please.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Tassi, Cripple, you see that this thing has Sammy and he's starting to disintegrate.
Bro, what?
Jesus Christ.
So, are we doing any scenes besides there?
Okay.
Okay, what if I did this?
Sorry. Hold on. Stop.
Let's pause while this is happening so the other people who aren't part of it get to do something.
Bingus Kage Broman. You're seeing this shit happen. What the fuck do you do?
Well, you said that wardens were not aggressive, right?
No.
Okay.
That you know of.
Okay, I wanna walk very slowly.
Okay, it's just looking at you.
I am putting my axe and my shield on the ground.
Okay.
Where I am right now.
Okay. I'll put an X there.
I raise my hands up.
There you go.
Okay?
Okay.
I very slowly approach it.
You this one makes a little bit of a ringing noise and goes
Bro?
Okay? Do I understand him?
No.
Am I
roll crafting.
Yeah, I was about to say, am I able to identify? Because I'm actually focusing all my attention to this thing.
Yes. So roll crafting. This warden is not like the wardens that you've seen from like Alkenstar or something. It's built, but it's built kind of wrong. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like his palace.
Yes. So it's not. You know that it's paying attention to you, but it hasn't really moved besides making the dinging sound and trying to speak with you.
Okay. Do I see around me or on it any symbols that would indicate the make?
Roll perception, please. Yes. All across it, what you thought was just like filth or something? No, they're maker's proofs. Except the proofs are kind of on top of each other and placed haphazardly. And the proof is something that looks like an ancient fucking form of the Rahadum sigil.
That.
Sorry?
I know that. Okay, do I have recall on Rahadum crafting? I would, because I know how to imprint sigils.
Yes. So the main thing is it's not technically Rahadum crafting. It's the ancestor of it.
Okay, but it's the precursor to Rahadum. So,
yes.
And I understand Rahadum crafting.
Yes.
Okay. Can I?
Is he being loud about this? Can I help him and show him some potential ideas of what it could be?
No, there's no conversation going on.
Okay, that's why I was asking if there's conversation.
No. Can I very, very carefully draw on the dirt on the ground in front of me? It has like something to see me, right?
It has what looks like an eye, yes, and it's watching you.
Okay, can I very clearly draw the repair sigil for the Rahadum on the ground?
It goes and then turns around and like shows you the back, which is very damaged.
Can I approach it very carefully?
Just start approaching. It's not. Neither one is moving.
My hands are still up.
Yes.
Okay.
You get to the back. It's not that it was damaged. It was damaged and repaired so many times that you can't really tell where it's actually fucking broken and where it's actually fixed.
Okay. Right in front of it, yeah, like it's standing in front of you with its back towards me, right?
Yes, kind of hunched over, showing you where it kind of wants. It's in its repair pose, if you will.
Okay, so I will draw in front of it the sigil for repair and possible on the ground.
And then it kind of goes and gets up, turns, and steps to the door, turns again, and knocks. And then goes back and looks at you and points at the door.
Okay, I draw the sigil. Work completed for him.
And it goes and like is just kind of putting its head side to side.
Okay. I will move very slowly towards the door.
Okay. Do you open the door?
Can I notice something about the door?
Sure. Perception. There's a knocker on the door.
Is it trapped?
No, not that you can tell. It does have... The knocker is in the shape of the sigil of what's an old, like ancient fucking Rahadum sigil, and underneath it is a gear with the sigil for a soul through it. And
Soul.
that's the knocker. A soul, yes.
Okay. Let me think. Soul. All right. I will very gently do a nick on my hand. Yeah.
Okay.
Just for-
The warden's kind of looking at you.
And I touch the knob.
The warden goes "Tut, tut, tut," and then looks towards you and points away
Points away.
from the door.
Okay, so I ask him. I draw a sigil. I move away from the door, and I draw another sigil on the ground.
It steps over that sigil, turns to the door, and wipes what you've just put on the door, and then goes. Yes, and then goes "Tut, tut," and then goes back.
Okay, so without the blood now, the other hand, I'll try to now open the door by holding it.
"Tut, tut," and then it again goes. It again makes that sound, and then the other one steps over and turns and uses the knocker to knock, and then goes back.
I understand now. Okay, I put another sigil on the ground saying thank you. I use the knocker.
The door opens
Jesus Christ!
to a factory of clockworks building clockworks, and there's a couple more soldiers with this weird thing in the middle. It turns to you and says, "Ah, at least you have manners."
Speaks common or dwarven.
It's speaking common.
Okay. Excuse me, dear sir. Mind if I come in?
Well, haven't had guests who aren't fucking Osirans for so long.
Oh,
Please
we hate
don't-
officers.
Oh, yes. Please come in. Do not touch anything.
Very well, sir. I put my hands in my pockets.
Thank you. And it turns and starts floating back this way.
Can I follow him?
Yes, he says, yes, come this way. And he's on the stage. Oh, he's on a stage. You have to kind of climb that.
Oh, okay. Is there some ladder or something?
No, you'd have to like jump to climb it.
I'm sorry, sir. This will be a little less gracious.
Yes, I forgot the lesser races were a bit lesser. Not to worry, I can speak with you from there.
Okay.
Just dance your way up.
What is it you want? If you're here to steal, you'll have to die.
No, by any means. I am a crafter by nature, and this place fascinates me.
Oh, good. So you'll be able to create some things for us? For the war effort?
For the moment, I have some friends who are incredibly stupid.
Bro.
That's
Would
you,
you mind,
Florida.
would you mind please giving us a hand? They are also not Osirans, and they also hate the Osirans. They are just very, very stupid.
I don't think you understand. I do not have any hands with which to give you. I can make you some clockwork hands, if that would work.
I would just like your attention for the stupid matter that is happening outside of the doors, if you would.
Very well. Are they touching the allocator?
The
I'm
what?
afraid so.
The what?
I'm afraid so, sir. The allocator.
Of course they're touching it. Oh, the mortals never stop touching things.
I apologize, sir, and I promise I will put all my crafting abilities to your service.
Well, if you could make me some legs, I would feel better, but...
I can certainly do that, sir. I can also make you one of these. And I show him the idol phallus.
He looks at you, is unamused, and goes, huh, mortals with their phalluses. It's always a contest.
Don't knock it before you try it.
Oh, I've tried
Gonna end
things
up
that
touching this thing.
I've tried things that you couldn't imagine.
This way, sir, please.
You hear behind you the hissing of pistons as these clockworks are following you. Kage,
Pardon me.
really quick, Kage, you see the clockwork warden start walking towards you. What do you do?
Kage, what do you do? You're not aggressive.
They're not aggressive.
But they're hissing and pistoning toward what you believe to be towards you. And there's a floating machine behind them.
Kage takes a step backward, and Kage says, "Hello, fellow good citizen. What is doing?"
Did you hear her?
Yes. The wardens walk forward, except two kind of stop, and the floating machine goes, "Oh, one of your kind. I'm surprised. I'm surprised your people were actually able to survive."
Stop.
My abilities with the Rusianen have kind of fallen off, but that sounds correct. At some point, I'll have to speak with your Ice Empress.
Kage appears quite shifty and says "da" and smiles. Did you hear that, Steve?
Yes. You're not really Rusianen, are you?
Hey, good citizen.
He didn't lie. He said good citizen.
The thing starts fucking rolling on the floor with laughter. Actually, it's getting kind of scary. It's maniacal fucking laughter.
Excuse me, Mr. Builder, sir.
Give me a second, you fucking... Hold on, it's
hysterical.
It stops laughing and kind of... Please don't do that again. Overloading my emotion matrices is not a smart idea. But I can hear the screams of another construct as they are stuck in that fucking allocator. I don't know why they enjoy touching things that they don't understand.
Grab.
This way, sir, please.
Now we're gonna swap over to Sammy, Tossie, Triple, Dricknock. Okay, Sammy, you're still stuck in this fucking thing.
Oh yeah, I'm screaming, I'm flailing, I'm in full panic mode.
Your reaction doesn't work, Kikiraa.
Nonetheless, I am full display of panic.
Roll reflex to see if you get out.
Would it be reflex or would it be strength?
It'd be reflex. Because she's so small. Tossie, you notice that the puppet is starting to somewhat like slip out. Would you like to help?
Bro.
Do I help and potentially get caught myself? That's what you're asking.
Yes.
Damn it, my alignment is neutral good. So yeah, I'm going to help her. Sorry.
Okay.
What do I do?
Roll an acrobatics to kick Sammy in the back so that the arms will slip through and he'll go flying.
Does it have to be acrobatic? Can it be athletic?
No, you're trying to hit a very specific thing.
Very good.
Okay, Sammy. You get kicked in the back, and that was enough for you to shimmy out of these claws. However, you just got kicked in the back, and your arms were held back. Take 4 damage because your stitches are starting to rip.
Okay. I start crying
And-
uncontrollably. I'm crying.
You fly
I fly.
and land next to Cripple, crying. Tossie, reflex, please.
All right. How?
Just you met it, so you beat it. The
Oh my
claw
God,
after
18.
after not having Sammy immediately grabs at your leg, but you manage to pull it back just in the nick of time, and the thing is clicking very, very strongly.
All right. So like I'm like right here then, because I jumped over it
Yes.
to do that. Okay.
Okay, so everyone's kind of out of range of the thing, and you guys see your part. You guys, well, Sammy doesn't see shit because he's currently crying his eyeballs out. Dricknock Cripple hear the hissing of pistons and 4 wardens right there. Tassi, you see 4 wardens surrounding the party, and another automaton talking to Kage. What do you 3 want? Or what do you 4 want to do besides Sammy, who's crying?
I am going to infer by the fact that Bingus is standing in front of them
Without weapons and his hands up.
without weapons, and he isn't harmed in any way. And I can see clearly since I've been outside while this happened, Kage made the other one laugh, that they're probably not a threat. So I'm going to bring Sammy closer to the one that was talking.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand there and like kind of. I'm still holding my torch, but my other hand I'm gonna put just on top of my head.
Okay, Tossie.
Well,
You're not.
I was going to try to heal Sammy, but he ran away. So.
Well, you
He-
know,
he was
I'm
dragged.
going to.
Sammy is technically a construct, so I was going to ask this kind fabricator man if he can
No,
do anything to repair Sammy's arms and half disintegrated stomach.
No, that's perfectly fine. I was just thinking
Okay.
that that's what I would do. I'm going to stay this close to the machine just in case one of our other party members gets the bright idea to come closer. I'm just gonna stand right here. Like I'll come on this side of the door, but so I'm not standing on a dead body.
Okay.
But I'll just stand here.
Kage, you are just accused of not actually being what he calls Rusianin. What the fuck is that?
Is ask Kage?
He says to Kage that he is not really Rusianin.
He is. Who's asking Kage now?
Did you hear
Uh,
Kage?
He was really quiet, just like
Yeah.
I am for you guys apparently. So
Yeah, Rebecca's really far from the mic.
Kage says, yes, who's asking now?
I'm asking again. This guy right here.
About the Luciano?
Yes, you're obviously not them, even though the accent is. No. It's atrocious, but it's close. It would fool lesser beings.
Kage
You can talk normal to him. You can pull him aside and talk to him if you want.
says, come brother, let's talk quietly.
At least you are entertaining. Very well. And then he turns his head towards the wardens and makes like a sound. And they all hold Sammy, Cripple, and Bingus at weapon point.
Oh.
Fine, let us speak.
Kajay is known by other name. Kajay is known as Nicholas Cage. This terrible thing that has happened. They hold me captive in Russia. And to escape, one has to become one with the Russian. So that's what Nicholas does. Nicholas screams, "Testicle!" And Nicholas run away.
The automaton in front of you, there's just colors. What looks like colors just shifting on its face.
It's laughing its ass off.
It's processing at the moment. Kage. Oh, what would this be? Do a will save for me, please.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll do a will save for him. Let me find his sheet here. Okay, Kage, character. Oh.
Okay, yeah. You cover your ears as the fabricator makes a loud, heening noise and begins floating floating up much higher, spinning, making this very loud noise, and the wardens start not wiggling, but they're kind of
dancing.
They don't know what's going on, and they're kind of just moving. They're moving from an attack position to a standby to defense to, back and forth through the different protocols. And he is just floating around above you, making this noise. Hold on, I have to run this before. Okay. From that, he manages to calm down a bit and goes, "You are a dangerous man. You force me to experience emotion, and my emotion was, I don't even know. I couldn't really process what you just told me. It's so stupid. It hurt my head. I believe I may have lost a few blueprints because of that. Thank you." Please stand over there and don't speak again, not even in the accent. I believe that may set me off as well. And I'm the only thing stopping these wardens from, doing anything more. And then he turns his back on you and is not paying attention to you anymore, like actively avoiding looking at you, because every time he looks over, you just hear like a electronic chuckle, and then he shakes his head. And
Kajay nods Russianly and walks away.
Kajay nods Russianly.
Yes. The fabricator makes a noise like, and then the wardens step back, stop shifting through fucking positions, and then just kind of stand at attention again and go, "Sorry about that. Your comrade over there is a very dangerous man."
Haven't noticed.
Yes?
My other compatriot here, Sammy, as is written on the right leg, appears to have been mildly torn apart. by that construct in the other room that they decided to touch against everybody else's suggestions.
The second you said you pointed to Sammy as like a construct that's alive, he looks at it and goes, "Oh, I can see you actually have a soul. Well, let's go to the accumulator and see what happens." Mm-hmm.
No!
Whoa, hey,
please!
Hey, no. I hold on to Sammy because he's in my arms.
What?
I hold him close, and I say, whatever that thing is in that other room just tried to kill Sammy.
Oh no, it did not. It did not try to kill him.
Oh.
Merely ascend.
Oh.
Well, I don't know quite what that means. I would just like our friend to be repaired, not ascendified and dead.
He looks at Sammy and goes, "Well, I don't know what to tell you. I am merely a manufactory fabricator. I am not a seamstress." And turns and keeps going. Well, you turn your back on ascension. What can I do? You are lesser. And then go
full on ascend, Sammy.
Yes.
Do it, Sammy.
I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy.
I'm gonna try and repair Sammy myself.
Whoa.
I mean, medicine works, so just roll medicine.
Thanks.
You know, at least it wasn't a crit fail. At
You
least
heal?
I care.
All right. You heal for 1d2. Yeah, 1 point of health. You put the arms kind of closer together, and you're like, there, that's better. Yes, while you have a healer nearby. And
no, I'm trying my best.
Is the scene with Sammy and the thing done, Steve? Because I want to ask the fabricator questions.
Yeah, he's going over towards what he calls the accumulator.
Okay, can I ask him questions?
Sure, he floated right past you.
Okay. Excuse me, Mr. Fabricator, sir.
Please step back. He pushes you back a bit.
I apologize.
Well, at least you have some manners. What is it you need?
I would like some. First and foremost, do you have the time now for a few questions? And would I be able to ask you a few questions?
Once I'm done checking over what these ingrates have done to this beautiful machine.
Okay, sir. Please take your time.
Speaking of ingrates, he turns to Tassi and goes, "What did you do to it?"
I didn't do anything to it. I warned Sammy the construct, the doll, and everybody else not to touch it. And they touched it anyway.
Ooh, a fleshy with some intelligence. That's cute. And then touch it, and then like pats your head.
So he's not intimidated by me at all?
No.
Nice.
And then goes, "Well, let's see the damage, shall we?" Steps in and goes and looks at the bodies and goes, "Oh, I guess the wardens don't really clean up properly." He starts grabbing these bodies and chucking them at the thing. And Tassi, because you're standing right there, and Bingus, you can see that the thing grabs the bodies, and then it just disintegrates. And Tassi, are your eyes still looking for magic?
Yes, they're still looking for magic.
Okay, the first thing that you see is the fabricator has that same type of magic flowing all throughout him. Okay? The automaton in front of you. The floating thing.
The guy who just patted me on the head?
Yes.
Okay.
He has.
Just wanted that clarification.
He has that flowing all throughout his body, kind of like veins, like blood vessels.
Okay.
And the what he calls the accumulator, because I'm sure you heard that, is it glows black at the claws, and then the black is burnt. Looks like it's burnt away, and then there's just white going towards the rear of the machine. And he's kind of just picking up the bodies and pushing them in.
Okay. I would like to ask how exactly this machine works.
He turns to you and goes, "Why do you want to know?"
Because I've never seen energy like this before.
Well, of course you wouldn't. You're a primitive. Be thankful that the Empire is in a war economy. Otherwise, you'd be sweeping floors.
Enlighten this primitive and lower life form's mind.
You want me to kill you?
I don't want you to kill me. I'd like you to, if you think I can handle it, explain more about this incredible machine you've built.
Error. Data not found.
404.
What did you ask again?
If it so pleases you, enlighten my primitive mind with this, with how you have created this incredible machinery in front of me.
You see those the veins kind of go dark and then come back, and it goes, "Sorry, what were you asking?"
I'm watching this, right?
Yes.
Cassie, friend, please. I will handle this. Don't worry with it right now. He's clearly not at the peak capacity.
And then he hears you say that and turns around and goes, "That is true. There are pieces that I need. I'm not 100% just yet."
What did she say?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I did not hear you.
I am deep-throating the microphone!
Now I hear you.
Well, if you keep doing it at that volume, we can hear you.
I said, maybe, like perhaps after you've finished up with what you're doing, you can tell us what you need and we might be able to help you to become
What do you mean?
complete.
What do you mean what I was doing? Who are you people?
Okay.
What are you doing here?
Tassi, back off.
Tassi,
Tassi, back off.
I'm trying to back off. I'm also telling you Denton's here and he's messing with my microphone.
Okay. Mr. Fabricator, sir.
Oh. Hello, Lesser One. How can I help you?
I am actually here to help you.
Oh. That's surprising. One of the lesser races volunteering to join the Empire?
Sir, I believe we need to talk. Is your accumulator back to its proper specs? Therefore, I can indulge on your attention for a minute.
Oh, the accumulator. It turns back and goes, "Oh, there's still work to be done here," and then goes and starts throwing the rest of the bodies in there.
Okay.
Okay, all the bodies are there.
Okay. So, can I engage him in conversation, or does he prefer to engage in conversation at the stage?
You guys can talk real quick.
No, it's not. It's gonna be a long conversation. It's not real quick.
Okay. Yeah, he's pushed all the bodies towards this thing, and its eyes are glowing.
Okay. Can I?
I'm still looking at it with magic.
Yeah, you're seeing black getting purged, and the eyes are starting to. It's still the same color, but it's starting to become shaped.
Okay.
Acid, do you want to convey that information to me so I know what I'm dealing with?
Yeah, so I don't think you heard what I said earlier. While I'm still looking and watching the magic, I tell them exactly what I said earlier to their people to warn it away. So it's some kind of mixture of the arcane and divine, and it's some kind of artificial necromancy. So it's not blood magic, but I can't tell how it's doing what it is. It's taking the energy from the corpses, burning something away, and taking what doesn't get burnt away into itself. It's like it's collecting some kind of magic or energy.
Okay.
So don't let it touch you or grab you.
Wasn't planning on it.
Okay.
Okay. Is it moving back to the stage now?
Oh, it's cleaned up, and now it turns around and goes, "Oh, hello, Lesser One. How can I help you?"
Actually, Mr. Fabricator, sir, I'm here to help you.
That would be surprising.
I couldn't help but notice that your wardens are in terrible shape. I can see a lot of patchwork repairs on them.
My wardens?
Yes.
I'm not imprisoned.
No, sir. Your servants.
Oh, my servants. My servants.
Your workers, sir.
Oh, you mean the lesser autonoma? Yeah, they're not driven by anima, so they're irrelevant to me.
Okay, but I can also tell, sir, that your constructed body is not at the top of its shape.
My body is much better than yours.
I am fully agree with you, sir. Metal is perfection. But you are missing metals.
That is true. You do seem like a better lesser one. Would you like to ascend?
What does that entail, sir?
Well, we require some ores, some metals, a couple of minerals, your soul, and we put that together and create one of us.
Sir, are you suggesting that I become one of those lesser automatons?
Not at all. I'm saying you become one of the Jitska.
Would be very interested in that, sir.
Just one moment. And then he turns around, floats to the accumulator, and the crab arms open up in like a supplicating thing. He takes his head and puts it in between, and then Tassi, you're still watching this, right?
Yeah, I haven't taken my eyes away.
You see all of that energy that was stored get flooded into him. And then the both of you hear what sounds like a deep breath. My apologies. I needed a refresher. I was starting to go there.
That's okay, sir.
It appears I don't have many memories when I was mortal and fleshy, but it appears that we did not have the resources. The war is still going on, of course.
Sir, what year do you believe it is?
Oh, it's the year of glory to 2200.
Metagame, I know that's not true, right?
No, it is actually about 2000. Actually, it's more like 4,000 years later.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Sir, that was 4,000 years ago.
That's not possible. My internal system should have counted.
That's
not possible. Get out of my way.
Certainly, sir.
And then he's moving over here. He just fucking barrels through the wardens.
Can I follow him?
You can. The wardens are in standby. No. And you're just hearing him going, no, impossible.
Sir?
Go away. No. It's impossible. And he slams through this door. No.
Can I go in?
Yeah, you know the procedure.
I knock.
Okay. Now you can try and enter. The wardens do nothing. You see up to here, and you see this door up here just slam shut.
Okay, very carefully I go up and I knock on this door.
There's no knocker.
There's no knocker?
There's no knocker.
Can I open the door?
You hear muttering on the other side.
Can I open the door?
Yes.
So I push it open, gently.
Okay. You see the fabricator tapping at something that looks like moving pictures. Going, it's not possible. It's not possible. And he hasn't seen you come in.
Sir?
What? What do you want?
Perhaps we could talk and I can try to elucidate you on what has been happening.
What do you mean?
Don't
worry about the CIA.
Okay, I tell him everything that Broman told us in his lecture and what the other guy was explaining to Sammy and Sammy relayed to us.
The fabricator kind of slumps and goes, that is correlated by the data link.
I apologize, sir. I too have been a part of a fallen empire, not as glorious as the Gitza, but I understand how that feels.
Then you would understand that I've been here for over 2,500 years. Doing nothing but constructing clockwork.
Yes, sir.
A man of my talents was sitting here doing nothing. You, if you want to help me, bring me materials. I'll rebuild the empire one brick at a time.
I agree we could do that, sir. And I am fully willing to do that for you, sir.
As a reward, there are... I don't really have a use for them, but I do have coin. If you could bring material, but for you, I think there's a reward that would much suffice. True ascension.
Sir, I am interested in that. But before that, we just need a little bit of information, sir.
Well, I'm connected to what data links remain, and he's pointing at what look like moving pictures, and he pulls up, and the middle one looks like a map.
Would you
And
mind, sir, if I brought my companions in here for this?
yes, I would mind. The data links are not to be touched by anyone who isn't trusted.
They will not touch anything, sir. I guarantee.
You told me that they're a pack of idiots.
Yes,
I-
but they are
If-
well-intended idiots.
They corrupt the data link. I will lose all contact that I have left with my people.
I
I will
guarantee
know-
they will not.
I would no longer be able to requisition supplies. I would no longer be able to help you in any way.
I
And
understand.
and I would get no information on the hated Osirans, who apparently, according to the data links, are not only alive but thriving.
Yes, sir. That is why we're here, sir. We also have a problem with them. I believe we can help each other.
Yes, as a matter of fact, you can help me if you can bring me materials. I mean, metals, minerals. Not gold. Gold is somewhat useless, except in construction. But bring me metals, bring me materials. It could be iron, it could be steel, copper, maybe something more exotic. Orichalcum would be nice. And jewels. Bring me jewels. Not for any other purpose, but if I will be able to show you how to help build me. And if you're at war with the Osirans, and he kind of like leans in a bit, there's always the accumulator. We could build more of me. We could build one of a proper body this time. And I could give it to you as a reward.
Let me bring my companions in here, because they will also have questions.
Do not tell them of Ascension.
I will not tell them of Ascension, sir.
I will meet them outside. They are not to be able to even see the terminal.
That's very fair, sir. I will tell them you will come to converse with them. Please allow me to go first. They are very terrified of your form, because it's too glorious for their eyes.
No. I don't blame them.
Excuse me, sir. So I go out, come here and say, Ladis, get up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I stop. I go with them too.
Okay.
Can we take this small period of time to have Tazi heal Sammy?
Sure. Oh, Bingus, your shit's still on the X up here.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it back up, looking at the wardens and putting them in my back, my pocket, not arming myself.
Yeah. They're in standby, so they're fine with you.
Okay. Ladis, gather up. The fabricator has plenty of information for us, but he requests our help, so let's listen to what he has to say. Yo, lizard man, get your sexy tail over here.
There we go.
Okay, we're all here, Steve.
Okay.
And I touch.
Okay.
Touch me.
And I touch.
Can get no sense.
That's the +8, right?
Yes.
So 1d8 +8. Okay. 13 health. You're at maximum.
Swag.
Okay.
Now, don't fight me. I pick him up, and I hold him.
Upsies.
Okay. You guys hear a knock at this door, and then the door opens and the fabricator comes out. And then the warden slams the door shut behind him. And he comes out and says, "Your small folk companion over there," pointing at Bingus, "has given me reasons to not have you all thrown into the accumulator. So, I require aid. It is apparent to me that things have gone horribly outside, and I need to do more than simply build. I need to expand. For that, I'll need materials, resources, people. Bring me those 3 things, and you'll be rewarded.
Just
what-
a pause real quick.
What kind of
Do we all acknowledge that Jake is out of the call?
Yeah, he's probably out of
Service.
service right now, unfortunately.
Okay.
If he's driving between Colorado and Kansas, there's
He's closer to Des Moines right now.
okay. Then yeah.
So what kind of people are we talking here?
Oh, I'd imagine.
Well, things like you, really. Fleshy things. I don't really care who. If you bring me Osirans, I'll find some joy in that.
To go into your machine, correct?
Yes. They don't need to be alive when they get here.
Oh, that makes it easy.
Wow, I sure wish that they didn't burn that entire pile of corpses, but
Well, you couldn't know.
yeah. So you need metals, people,
Minerals.
Minerals, jewels. Honestly, you bring me the materials that isn't something like dirt. You bring me dirt and I'll shoot you.
What the fuck is broccoli anyway?
But yes, you bring me metals. As a matter of fact, everyone but the dwarf, just bring me metals. Dwarf, bring me things that are used in the construction of golems, clockwork, or any other similar automata.
Yes, sir.
If you can also, you snake thing. Tassi.
Yes. My name is Tossie.
I don't care for your name. You are advanced in the magical arts. Would you say?
I would say.
Good. Bring me things that can be used to store anima.
All right.
Do you know what anima is? Roll occultism. Roll occultism.
Can I not infer what anima is from what I witnessed earlier?
Well, roll occultism so that I can, if I just give you the fucking answer or not. Okay, the answer is that cleanse soul shit.
Yeah, so it's the white energy that gets stored in the machine, right?
Yes. Are you asking him or?
No, I'm verifying.
Yeah, it's the white shit.
And I told him it's the cleanse soul energy that you get from either alive or dead bodies.
Cleanse soul energy. But yes, in a manner of speaking, if you could bring me items that are used for similar rituals, I can throw them into the accumulator. It's not
character.
What's up?
Based on her role, what would be able to like store something like that?
Anything that is haunted, possessed, basically anything that has a soul and is not alive. So undead things, for example. So if you guys find a, for example, like a voodoo doll, something like that.
Wait a minute. I have dead rats in my bag.
Do you hold up the dead rats?
I'm gonna hold up one of the dead rats and ask if this helps any.
They are rather large.
They are large rats.
He looks at it and goes, "Just that one would be a. If you could find me a steady source of them, absolutely."
Oh, well, we've got just the thing.
Hey,
Do you have any fabrics by chance?
Great news about that.
He turns to Cripple and goes, "Fabrics? Who needs
So-
fabrics when you have metal weaving?"
Well, you know, if
rest
you
of the
have,
games.
if you have some leftover textiles that weren't consumed by your accumulator, then we
Well-
could get you more rats.
Well, I don't have access to the mines here, but if you bring me metal, I may be able to set up a metal weaver and produce not necessarily textiles, but a simulacra of it. A facsimile, something similar. I'm trying to dumb things down for you.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, that's surprising. Now, I do have the location of the mines that we knew, or at least from what I can remember. I don't remember everything. I don't even remember my name. It's ridiculous. That large spiders used to be harvested. I don't know if they're still there, but I can get you the location, or I can have your friend here access the information. Oh, and don't worry about about the clockworks. And he's kind of like dismissively pointing at them. They won't attack you unless you don't follow procedure. So, please, be polite, knock, and clean up after yourself, you filthy fucking animals.
Fair enough.
Is it?
I did grow up in a junkyard, so
I can tell.
I bow.
Shots fired.
Could I possibly join past with this automaton man?
I would not do that.
Well,
You think he'll let you touch him?
Well, if he allows it. I would ask permission. I'm not just gonna... I mean, he has to be willing. I'm asking, like, the DM. Like,
Okay, ask.
is it gonna, like, ascend me or, like, break my brain? Like, okay.
How old are you?
4 to 5 months.
Realist.
Should be about 7 days
listen,
old
listen,
now.
listen.
Let's say a week.
Yeah, realistically, less than a month.
Okay, less than a month. This guy, from what you can understand, is at least 4,000 years old. And his mind is very fragmented.
So would that not, like, kind of help him?
How is he built?
I don't know. He ascended.
He contains fragments of the souls of dead people.
Oh!
Aussie, how is he made? You saw him get a recharge.
Yeah, the only reason, so wait, before I say anything, are we metagaming right now?
Right now we're out of character.
Okay, I'm verifying that before we continue.
Yeah.
Because I am not speaking this in front of him, because I don't want him, because reasons. So.
You don't want to piss him off, no.
Yeah, so this entity, the reason he has memory issues, or metagaming, right? Issues, is because he's not who he was before. He feeds off of the he feeds off the souls of the living.
I see. Okay. All right. Forget
So that energy
idea.
that with Steve that he was describing to me, the artificial necromancy, this civilization has found out how to siphon the life energy out of living and dead things to feed their own immortality. You take that away and they will die too.
Oh.
Tassi?
Yes.
1 hero point.
Hey. Thank you.
You made it, like, way easier for me to understand with that explanation, by the way.
Who, me?
Oh yeah.
It's 0 point.
Oh, you're welcome.
Could I still talk to him one-on-one without like joining past? Is it possible to join past but only share like my past?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Not with your feet, your spell, whatever that is.
He will get your past. You will get his.
I don't want his past. I just want to know where my family is. He have any information? But he has memory problems.
Oh yeah, he definitely has information about your family.
That's what I'm saying, because he's like all knowledgeable.
He looks at him. He looks at Sammy and goes, "Who was your maker?"
I described the little boy and his mom.
Oh, you weren't actually made then.
No, I was wished alive.
You were just. Oh.
Well, technically, the mom sewed me.
You required a higher power.
I required love, okay?
Weakling.
Love, okay?
Get out of my sight before I kill you.
Bruh. Is anyone else gonna do more with this? Like just in the scene, like are we talking to him?
I have a question that I can ask him in private.
Yes, little.
I'm going nowhere private with you.
Well, this is as to keep everybody safe from
if you can't
whatever is in my sheath. My sword is a bit damaged and is
let me see
sentient. No, not out here.
Why are you sword shy?
The last time I did that, there was an entire holy war started, and I started a fringe religious group. And
you're no longer irrelevant. You're upgraded to interesting. Holy war, please.
Yeah, I've become the odd messiah of a new religious group.
I don't care about that. Where?
Why?
I don't really care what actually happened. I'm just wondering where.
Manicat.
Started a holy war in a port city? Okay. That's kind of stupid.
Well,
I was hoping that you had started a holy war in Osiris. That would be that would be hilarious.
No, trust me, we'll get there.
We'll get there one way or the other.
Oh,
if
I don't really care if you die, but as long as they die, I don't. That would be fine.
No, I assure you, they will die. I've teamed up with a fragment of a demigod, and it has kind of joined goals.
A fragment of a demigod, you say?
You're saying that in character.
No. It's gonna be so fun.
A fragment of a demigod, you say?
Oh, no.
Please, let me see it.
Oh God!
I'm going to not show you right now.
I insist.
I insist that we do not do that right now.
He's gonna roll.
All the wardens pop up and start moving towards you. You don't understand when I say I insist, lesser one.
Show him the sword for the love of God.
Give him the sword.
No, you see, I understand, but the reason I said to do it in private is because it's going to adversely affect everybody in this room, besides probably you and the constructs, and I'd rather not cause a scene.
What do I care for the others? Show me now.
If you care to have the assistance you requested.
I can always get other fleshies.
Good Lord.
How many others have shown up here in the past 2,500 years?
I don't care.
Look at the pile of dead
Show me
bodies.
the sword.
There won't be any other fleshies that come here for a very, very long time.
Bro, you're gonna get
Based on the bodies, I say differently. Now, the rest of you stay here. You come with me.
Cool. That's what I wanted.
Okay. The wardens are standing next to basically everyone except for Cripple, who has 2 following him. And
I hope he fails his will save. I don't say that.
hoping that we would go to a room that does not include the fucking
Crab.
accumulator.
Metagaming, he's gonna throw you into it if he's not satisfied.
Not him. Now get in there. Get in that room.
Why?
You wanted to speak, right? We'll speak in private.
We could speak in private, not next to the accumulator.
Trust me, I insist.
You see, the problem is I don't trust you.
I don't care if you don't trust
I
me.
know what he's doing. Oh, I know what he's doing. Oh no.
He's gonna throw you in there.
If he succeeds. Oh shit.
Well,
I honestly do not care what you think. You're gonna get in there.
would the crab take the sword itself?
Oh shit.
Oh no. Are we gonna have to fight? Oh no.
How about no?
Bro.
Very well.
Because
then
No, listen, just for a moment. I don't trust you to not try and throw my sword into an accumulator when I'm trying to ask you if I can have it repaired.
Hang on. Before you continue speaking, metagaming, your character... your character does not know this.
Yeah.
I spoke in metagame earlier about what it does. You don't know any of this, Cripple. I apologize.
Fair enough.
Wait, here's a question. Did he witness the bodies?
I mean, we were right there.
Drained?
No, because he was out in the middle talking to the construct and didn't follow him into the room.
No, he wasn't. He was there.
No, he wasn't.
Cripple?
We were standing right here.
Bro, if you don't do what he says, he's gonna hit you.
was right here.
He's gonna hurt you, bro.
No, so the only people who witnessed the warded and the construct, he doesn't have a name. The only people who witnessed him actually throwing the bodies and them disappearing into the machine was me and Iron Phallus. And Iron Phallus is the only one who knows because I told him.
True.
Anyways, lead the way, construct man.
Good. Come in here. And then the two wardens slam the door shut. Then he goes, "Now let me see that sword."
Here, let me step away from these corpses. It doesn't like them.
There are no more corpses. They all got...
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's just bloodstains. Yeah, I have to swap to fucking a different... where is it? Map and background. There we go. Yeah, these are gone. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna just take a bit of space from him, and I'll unsheath the sword.
Will roll immediately. Okay. The sword, the second you pull it out, attempts to take over, and says to you, "Let's talk. That's fun." And then, but you are not at all swayed by its tempting power, so you're able to keep control of yourself. However, all you have is it out.
Okay.
The fabricator looks at it and goes, "There's so much anima here. Where did you find this thing?"
Well, you see, we kind of created it.
Interesting. Very interesting. You created this.
Well, not quite. It was created out of something I own.
Oh, that doesn't matter. Who created it?
Close friend.
Who?
Your close friend from our party.
I have no friends from your party.
The dwarf.
Ah, the useful one.
Yeah, your close friend.
Good. Now then, take the sword, press it into those claws over there.
Bro.
No.
I don't think you understand that this is not a question.
I don't think you understand that I'm not losing the sword.
Who said anything about losing it?
Or what's inside of it.
I understand that your mind is far too feeble to understand what I am doing. But
Then
you will
why don't
comply.
you explain?
I do not have 50 years to explain all the intricacies of transplanar mechanics to you.
Well, you seem to have had 4,500 years to sit here and do nothing with your life.
Ooh.
Clap back.
If you want to rebuild your empire, I am keeping this sword.
He opens fire on you.
Energy beam,
Okay?
bro.
That hits
Right.
you. You take 17 damage.
Okay, so before this goes on any further, knowing what I know, could I have followed them to the door and be listening in and hear the commotion?
Because the other
No,
constructs.
all of you are surrounded by door wardens who are ready and willing to kill you if you move.
Okay. Since I've just been energy beam struck,
Yes?
I'm just going to explain. The only chance that you have of amassing this imperial army that you once had is for us to be alive.
There will be
out
no
there.
more talking from you. I can simply
disagree.
kill you and take the sword.
I don't think the sword will allow you to do that.
Dance.
Religion. Roll religion, please.
Oh,
Oh.
fucking dude! I always get the worst religion.
You're filled with before you are filled with something. You hear a voice coming from your sword. Let me in. I can help. Do you want to give in to the sword?
Well, the alternative is me dying alone in here, so sure.
Okay.
Okay.
You are immediately
Fine.
taken over by the sword. Yes.
Okay.
Your skin turns dark.
Okay.
You start emanating as if there's moonlight around you.
Okay.
And then you turn and say to the fabricator, "It has been so long since I've seen you." And the fabricator goes, "Ah, Ashava, you're back." And to which you say, "Not Ashava, not yet." Understood. Would you like to be fixed? I would. What about your flesh? Idiotic, but usable for now. Then let me help you. And then the fabricator floats over. You and the sword are putting the sword into the claws. The claws bind to it, and then the fabricator puts his hand on it. And what you're seeing, because you're not in control of any of this, is the fabricator is pulling in black from the sword, and you can see the sword mending in front of you. It now has 5 durability.
Yay.
Your skin is now permanently darker. You have the symbol of the moon on your head. And the sword is always talking to you. In order to do anything, it must conform with Ashava's creed. You, by the way, heal
That's
to
not
full.
difficult.
And then possessed you takes takes the sword out of the crab's hands and goes, "Thank you, old friend. How shall we deal with the enemy?" The fabricator turns and says, "I shall do as I've done all these years. Please, I will do what I can for the war effort. It's up to you and those things out there to bring about the Imperium again." To which you say, "Of course, all for the glory of the Jitska Imperium." And that's where we're going to end today.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm assuming we didn't level up.
We didn't fight.
We weren't in combat. So.
You don't have to. Well, you don't have to do combat to get XP.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
It wasn't a combat. However, this was supposed to be combat that you guys fucking sidestepped. So this is actually, because these guys are level 4, this would be a fucking hard fight.
Yay!
So, yeah, this is a level right here.
what was?
If you guys either survive the fucking fight or survive like diplomatically, it was going to be a level today.
So your intention for this whole scene in here was for us to fight?
It was not unlikely.
Or diplomacy. If you guys fucked up on one thing that they'd start attacking you, there's 7 of you, and there were 4 wardens in the initial room.
Yeah.
They're all level 4.
But Guy managed to masterfully work
Save
his
my
way
life.
Yes. Yes. And no one died to the fucking accumulator.
Bro.
Yeah.
Which by the way may have been interesting if Sammy had died to that.
Homeboy said, "Oh, do you want to ascend?" and then tried to take me back in there. So what was that about? Because I'm a construct with a soul?
Ask next campaign.
Okay.
I'm not gonna metagame it. Something was happening to you.
Changing.
It's changing.
You don't know. You don't understand.
So we're gaining a level for today.
Yes.
So is that 500 experience?
No, that's a level. Whatever level you are, it should be. You should be going to level 3 now.
Well,
Are we gonna keep that excess 500 though?
we're level
No.
2, 500 now, so we just
No.
go to level 3, 0.
Yeah, just go to 0 XP, level 3.
Yeah, incredibly close to
Disintegration.
Yeah.
Yeah,
behavior, but
You guys were close to death 3 times.
nice.
With Kikiraa. Kikiraa, her character would have died, and then something would have happened. Would have been interesting. Yeah, your character right there at the end. If you didn't accept it, yeah, you'd fucking die. Because you're trying to step up against someone who's a level 7.
Yeah.
Or level 8. Yeah, you'd die.
You only got energy beam, it's fine.
I was so fucking happy. Almost near the end, I'm like, oh, thank God he didn't say shit about the sword.
And
Said
then he
things about the
said-
sword.
And then he said the sword.
I'm like, okay, shit. Okay. Let's see if a character dies tonight. And you did not, so plus. And then the third one was Guy when he didn't knock. Almost triggered combat. Alright. I'll see y'all next week. Holy fuck. That's exactly what needs to happen right now. Alright.
Good luck.
See y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Laters.
Bye.